But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Good morning.
Ooh, on a Wednesday.
Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Yes.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
On a nice overcast, rainy morning.
It's unbelievable.
Here in Seattle.
It really is unbelievable. Did they flip the coasts?
Yeah, something happened. Like stood the earth up on its axis the wrong way.
We're supposed to have warm weather by now.
It's supposed to be hot by now.
Hot, motherfucker.
But
Hot.
it sucks.
God damn.
Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be better. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Tomorrow? We've been saying tomorrow's going to be better for weeks.
The sun will come out
Tomorrow.
No, I can't hear that without thinking how horrid their lives are, the little Annie girls. Yeah. Another banner day. Supposed to get better. Whatever. Oh.
The staff is in a tizzy. I love it.
Chicken without heads.
I love it.
Chickens without heads.
Travis is pissed off at the company because they made some changes in the booth,
Yeah.
which don't make sense. So we're trying to get to the bottom of that. And then
We'll never get to the bottom of it, by the way.
and then Sam pointed out that Steve has cold medicine on his desk, so he's planning another sick day in the very near
He's
future.
gearing up for another sick day by planting
He's gearing up for another fake sick day.
by planting cold medicine around the office like, yes, I have a cold.
Goddamn Sam points it out. Yeah, he's got cold medicine right on his desk for everyone to see because he's setting up for another fake sick day.
Yes, I'm out. Did you notice the medicine on my desk?
Everyone is on to Steve's fake sick days. I hope he understands that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have told him off air, but we're all on to the fake sick day.
Yeah.
I guess what's happening, the company said that you got to use all your personal days by when? By like October?
No, I think we have like a year, but there's so many hours have accumulated over the years that it's like everybody just has a ridiculous amount of sick time.
We never take off.
No.
And it's funny, when we do take a rare personal day or something, the fans just bitch.
They go
And
crazy.
complain.
Yep.
Because we trained them. We trained them and got them used to, a lot of radio.
We get days off. I mean, we get like holidays and
Sure.
things like that off.
But compared to radio shows, regular radio shows, nowhere's close to the amount of time we should
Not even.
take. And the guys are in the same boat because of that.
Yeah. Now they're sitting on a bunch of sick days that, with this company, you better just take them as quickly as possible.
So now people are faking sickness and
I'm sick.
making believe someone in their family is having a kid. I mean, the things we're hearing lately.
What'd you have yesterday, Danny?
Yeah, what was wrong with you?
I want to sleep in a Titus.
The email that I sent
Yeah.
alerted Steve that I would be taking a sick day.
Yes.
But you weren't sick, right? Well, you
Taking
can't
a
really
sick
say
day.
that.
I said that I would be taking a sick day.
That's
All right,
hey, there you go.
If you say that, the company can't question you. You can't question an employee for taking a sick day.
Taking a sick day.
So Steve's gearing up for another sick day.
Yeah.
What do you think? He'll go for the long weekend?
Ouch, my ass hurts. Yeah, the long weekend, I'm thinking. What do you think?
Oh, no one gets
Friday?
No one gets sick in the spring and summer.
I do.
I mean, you get that
My
rare
immune system seems to be failing.
you get that rare summer cold every
Yeah.
other year.
Yeah,
But man, Steve loves the sick day lately.
oh my God, this weather changing is awful for me. Is it? Did you notice the Dayquil?
And then you got E-Rock, who's got the brain of a dog.
We were just laughing at the E-Rock.
Yesterday, and he's going to go, I don't remember this, which is going to be perfect for what I'm about to say. There's another bunny story. There's a story we're going to get to hopefully in a little bit. Bunny lady has 334 rabbits. It's a new story. But there's another bunny story from last week we never got to. So we got like two weird bunny stories. So yesterday, and you know what? The listeners could back me up. In the middle of the show, like as Ant was doing something, I kind of was talking under Ant like, E-Rock, give me that bunny story. I'm going to go to that later this morning.
Yeah.
Get it in front of me or something like that, right? And it's not in front of me. Because what happens with E-Rock, he nods, you tell him something you need, and he's like, yeah. and he's all about it. And then as soon as he leaves the studio, he forgets he ever had a conversation with you. Kind of like a dog. Like if you go out of your house and come back 5 minutes later, your dog has no clue how long you've been gone.
Yeah.
No clue.
He rocks the same way. He'll come back in, his tail will be wagging. Hi. Right. Do you need anything?
He's eager to please, but as soon as something happens when that studio door closes and he leaves.
Bacon, bacon, bacon. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
He goes to himself, what was I supposed to do? Oh well, whatever.
I think I was...
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon, bacon, bacon! Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon, and that's bacon! Bacon, bacon, bacon there! Please, please, give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky, bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Nom, 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 nom! It's bacon!
Yeah. So there's a lot of weird little things going on
He
today.
looks like a dog. That's so funny.
Travis, you all right in there?
I don't know.
Oh, poor Travis is like boggled.
What happened? And keep it professional.
All right, I'll keep it
Let
professional.
Ant and I be the ones that completely exaggerate things.
Okay.
Yes. Let us be the assholes.
You know how many times I have to look at a boss and go, "Oh, we were just doing that for the radio."
Yeah, it's the radio. Don't
You
worry
know, just for the radio, we were doing that.
Oh, none to worry about.
Go ahead, Travis.
All right, so there's a button in here that when you guys go to break, every break, I push this button, and it sends the show to Washington,
Oh.
where they take care of commercials.
Alrighty, that sounds pretty convenient.
But Washington's really far away.
Yes, and there's a 1 second gap in between me pushing that button and the commercials playing, and that's got to be changed, right?
No,
Why?
All
it
right,
doesn't. As long as it works.
Yeah, as long as it works.
We've understood the gap.
So what does this mean to Travis?
Well, this means that this morning I come in and Mars tells me that now all of the commercials are loaded into Delete where I usually play things.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't, but nobody told me this, so I don't know if I'm supposed to be playing these commercials or if I'm supposed to be hitting the button that I've been hitting for the last 3 years, or
3 years you've been hitting that same button, and now they
it's
decided.
like I'm like Desmond in Lost. I just hit this button.
Yeah, and now they've decided to change the whole thing around, but not tell anybody.
Yeah, you know what? It wouldn't necessarily be a problem. Just changing is fine, but not telling anyone and just doing it.
Just doing it, and now you have no clue what to. I cannot
I have no
wait.
clue because this
I
first
can't
thing,
wait for the first
this first
break
thing right
now.
here says 3 minutes and 59 seconds.
Yeah.
But our breaks are 4 minutes and 22 seconds. So I don't know
Oh
if
no!
I'm supposed to be playing this. I don't know if this just shows.
I can't wait now for the first break
Oh, yeah,
to
it's
see what a
gonna be a mess.
clusterfuck this is going to be.
But did they tell anyone they were making these changes?
No.
No one was told.
No, Mars,
Like-
Mars told me this morning that this program was installed in Delete. He doesn't know why. It's just there.
Why
certain
wouldn't
people
they
want
tell
it.
us,
Yes.
Mr.
Yes,
Mars?
They were asking for this application so they can see what DC played out of. And according to the email, it was to be done ASAP. And ASAP was done, but apparently nobody on the ONA staff were aware.
Wouldn't that
And
be
I
the
don't-
most important people to tell is the ONA staff, the ones that use the computers and the software? Wouldn't that be the most important people to tell? It's like changing the software in the shuttle and not telling the pilot, like the commander, that
Right.
we changed everything. And he goes, for years when I fly this shuttle, I hit this button and it launches. Now it doesn't work anymore. And not only that, I don't know what makes this thing launch.
That's a good analogy. I'm amazed, and this isn't just a Sirius XM thing; it's a radio thing in general. They just overthink everything.
Yeah, it's way overthought. And
Everything.
There is a Sirius XM thing going on.
Well, I'm trying to be
It's
nice
like
because I've been beating the shit out of them lately. So
I just think
I'm
there's
trying
this
to bring it back a little bit.
phasing out of anything
XM? Oh, yeah, that's obvious.
So Washington, to go down to Washington for the commercials, why do that? We could do them here in-house. So let's put it on the system that Travis has been using to, play funny songs and little beds that we do during the show, and litter it with commercials that he has no clue when they're supposed to be played, who hits them, cues them. And now can you still pop music on.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I played that Eric Bacon thing just now.
Yeah.
But I can't play things from where I usually play them. I'm playing them from a different... Not to be too technical.
But do you have access to all of that
I have access
stuff
to
you've
everything.
had?
Yeah, anything you want to hear, I'll be able to play.
And a song, like if it's on a whim you decide, that song will fit here. Oh, okay.
I can do all that.
Alrighty.
We're just not sure why this is here.
Oh, my God.
They're usually pretty good about telling you guys, but they didn't do that this time?
No,
What?
it just kind of showed up.
All right, well, we'll get to the bottom
Bucks
of that.
will be passed.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure we will never know
No.
why, who, how. Well, it was just something that had to be done. There was an engineer from fucking Saskatchewan. I don't know. No one ever has an answer. No one ever has a name.
Well, the system has been set up in such a way there's no way of tracking who did what.
No, this is perfect.
Right.
It's like a child porn ring.
Right.
You can't find out who's actually doing it.
You can kind of know the players, but you don't
Yeah.
know really who to charge with the big
Yeah,
crime.
who's in charge with the big crime? Where's the Mr. Big in this?
Right.
Where's the numero uno hombre? There's a bunch of henchmen, but no, there's a bunch of cronies.
Wow, man! When I first started in this business, it was just so simple.
Oh.
It was just so simple. You didn't have all these levels of management. Nothing.
So much management.
Went on the air, did your show. One guy overseed everything.
So much management now.
It's unbelievable how many levels.
Just suits and ties.
I don't even
that-
know. I see people that work for this channel. I don't even know what they do.
I don't know what they do either.
For real. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, I really want your job.
You know what it is, too? I don't think they know what to do. So they just do things to say, here's what I did today. Like I always say that, and not just this company. I'm talking about a lot of companies. If you're sitting there and your boss comes up to you, or it's not the big boss, but it's your supervisor, and he makes you do something stupid, it's because he's got to go back to his boss, and his boss asks him, what did you do today? And then he goes, well, I went up to this gentleman here, and I made him do this and that because we needed to do this. Meanwhile, that didn't need to be done. Mm-hmm. It needed to be done so he could tell his boss he did something. Or else the boss might go, wow, you really aren't needed here.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a lot of that shit going on.
Well, there's another thing that's going on. Like if you I'm wearing a T-shirt today. Ant's wearing casual.
T-shirt
He's got a T-shirt with a little
button down over it.
That's
like
that's
normal look.
unbuttoned and very casual.
Yeah.
The thing I've noticed about radio, satellite radio in general,
Yeah.
if you wear a suit or designer glasses, you're just trying to blend in and hope that the big boss doesn't realize that you're completely useless.
Yeah, it's like you're
the guys that are walking around very casual with T-shirts and whatnot.
Yeah,
those are the important ones at this place. If you're wearing a suit, you're not important, and I'm on to you. Designer glasses, you're not important.
And
I'm on to you.
I think they hope they'll fit in, like just blend into the crowd, so the big boss won't know which suit it was.
Right.
It's like, I don't know. It was a guy wearing a suit.
Yeah, the boss walks down the hall and goes, I think he might be
Who's responsible for that? I think it was the guy with the suit.
He might be a shareholder. I'm not really sure.
I don't know what he does.
See?
Is he a guest?
Look, this guy's walking down the hall. He's got like shorts and a like kind of sweatshirt on. That guy,
Phil Collins hairdo.
Phil Collins. That guy must be really important here. For real. That's how it works.
For real.
Look at Sam. We all know how important he is. And
oh God, with that dumb walk.
The waddle.
Look at this
waddle,
waddle.
waddle, waddle,
Quack,
waddle,
quack,
waddle, waddle,
quack,
waddle,
quack,
waddle,
quack.
waddle, waddle, waddle.
With his big
Just
stupid
waddling down the hall.
afro ponytail that I'm getting so annoyed with.
Yeah, it's
Why doesn't he let his freak flag fly anymore? Just a complete wreck.
Let's. Did I say overseed? I don't know what you're getting at, Zeno. I'm a little confused. If I miss, whatever. Whitey, what's going on?
What's up, man?
Hey.
You guys are talking about people that don't know what they're doing at work, or you don't know what they do. My grandpa, just when he got out of the service, he worked for a construction company at a nuclear plant site. Whenever he started, he was told by his supervisor that he didn't know what he needed to do, so to pick up a 2x4 and just carry it around looking busy. He did it for over 2 weeks. Every day he would come to work, pick up the same 2x4, and just walk around.
Walk around with it.
Look.
Yeah, he just finally got bored and quit.
There you go.
Look, I'm not saying these people shouldn't, like, blend in.
Hey, whatever works for you. But
Hell, yeah. I've had many jobs where I, like, went through the motions.
leave our shit alone.
I just want to acknowledge that I'm on to you.
We're on to you.
Right.
We're on to you. By the way, sir, you still there, Whitey?
Whitey!
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up,
It's nuclear.
What did he say?
No, it's nuclear.
No,
Oh,
it's
you're one of
nuclear.
those guys. I say nuclear.
This drives me fucking batshit. It's
Yeah, I know,
spelled
that's why I did it.
Nuclear. Nuclear. Nuclear.
Now say finger.
Nuclear. Fin. Nuclear. Anybody, especially a world leader, when I heard George W. Bush saying nuclear, it drove me nuts. The guy's in charge of the whole nuclear arsenal, and he can't even say the word.
Say the word.
It's nuclear. Anyone who's saying nuclear, you're saying it wrong, and you sound stupid talking about it.
All right.
Just have to clear that up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Works for me.
Witty.
Later, guys.
Okay, witty.
This guy's not happy. He goes, Carolina man, he writes, enough about the designer glasses. I'm one of the guys that sells doctors the lenses that go in those designer glasses.
No.
Give a man a break.
Guy's just trying to earn a living.
I hate designer glasses.
Know how I earn a living? Really?
I hate them.
What constitutes the designer glasses?
When you're just when you're just trying way too hard. Like you can get a nice pair of glasses.
Yeah.
But you know when you see them. Just over the top, way too much going on.
Like the opposite of Travis's, which looks like he got them from Goodwill.
Yeah, exactly.
These are Armani glasses.
What?
Yes.
Travis, come in here. I'll tell you if I hate your
Armani
designer
glasses. Well,
I don't know what it is with designer glasses.
it's a
but
faux pas I made.
well, why do you think I'm bringing this up? This is
Oh,
a way
my
of
God.
telling
Do
people
they
I
really?
don't like them. Why do
Do
you
they
think I
really?
bring this up? Look inside the freaking words.
I didn't know if you witnessed some of these encounters walking in the hallway.
Yes, I know a bunch of our bosses have designer glasses. That's what I'm getting at.
And they talk about them to each other?
Yes.
Wow, that's fucked up right there.
All
Like
right.
the business cards in American
All right.
Psycho.
Yeah.
Travis has
These are
Armani
Armani
glasses
glasses.
on. You're safe. They're nice glasses, but they're probably technically designer glasses.
I wouldn't know those from designer glasses. I swear to you. You say those are Armani? Mm-hmm. It just looks like you pulled them off of some kid in a playground.
Those are okay. Those.
Armani. I can't read that. I
Those
need
are all
glasses.
right. See, those are really nice glasses.
just normal
They're
glasses.
not
there's
pretentious.
Not, there's not all sorts of shit going on. There's so many designer glasses, I can't even steer you in the right direction to show you awful designer
You're talking
glasses.
about those glasses that you'll see like on those ads in the subway with those people that are just posing with these
Too cool for the room.
framed almost like Rivers
Yeah.
Cuomo from Weezer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's say Iraq just pulled up some.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
designer glasses.
Yeah. That definitely.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
You know what I mean? And half these guys that wear them, they have good eyes. It's the look.
Really?
Yes.
It's
Yeah, take their glasses off and smash them in front of their face. Trust me, they'll be able to pick up all the pieces. They could still see.
I guess round glasses are out, huh?
Yeah, for the most part.
It's like the whole square thing and
Yeah.
kind of oval, squarish thingy is in. Yeah, look at that. They're just. I don't see one pair of round glasses there. I want giant aviators like in Top Gun. I want to walk around like that with big aviators on. Oh, yeah. Look at him with his tortoise shell fucking designer glasses. Yeah. That guy deserves a punch.
Beating. Let me say hi to Matt in Connecticut. Matt. Hello, Matt. Oh, what happened here?
Matt.
Let's try this again. Matt, what's going on?
Yeah, that's better.
Hey.
Come on.
Hey, boys. Opie, you were saying that people who wear just normal clothes to Sirius XM are probably the most important people there. Does that mean that Little Nicky is vitally important to this to this company.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something about Little Nicky. He does amazing production. We make fun of the guy, but supposedly he's the best production guy in-house.
Don't make fun of him.
In-house.
We have fun with him.
Every time he arrives at work.
Yeah.
But because of our bit, he can't be late to work anymore.
because he's Little Nicky.
Let me say hi to Joe in Cleveland. Joe?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, Joe?
Nothing much. Talking about this designer glasses bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Todd Hendry!
What?
I wish a lot of times they would stay on the line just so they could reiterate what they're trying to say.
What? Anyone?
It sounded like he screamed out an "Oh Henry," so I guess he likes the "Oh Henry" bar. I don't know what he was saying. It might as well have been. If you're gonna blurt something out like that, make it articulate. We couldn't hear that.
I have no idea. All right. Butcher made this.
And now, Marketing 101 with Craig Opie Hughes.
You want me consulting? You're going to pay.
Pay me. Fuck you, pay me.
Marketing 101, name recognition. That's all you do is put the name of your product out there as much as possible. Oh, that's going to cost you. That was some consulting right there.
Pay me.
My brilliance now comes with a price tag.
Pay me.
No more free brilliance. SiriusXM owes me $200 so far. Pay me.
Fuck you, pay me.
And because I'm promoting the SiriusXM app on my Twitter, because I got enough followers, I'm charging for that too.
Pay me.
And I want cash, so I can hide it from the government.
Damn.
Hey, Butcher, right
I
on.
like the pay me.
I like the pay me.
Pay me.
Pay me.
For your consulting.
I'm such an asshole. You don't think I'd...
You're
Of
consulting
course I
for
know
the
I'm an
company.
asshole. Of course. You know what, though? Our bitching and complaining got that app thing turned around a little bit.
It certainly did.
Now, instead of saying the virus, what does it say, Ant?
It says the virus.
Yes. Correctamundo.
And then I noticed there's new election. We are so suspicious, too. We are so paranoid and suspicious. Apparently, they dropped in a new electronic device. Seems to be an XM satellite radio device.
Right in front of me, and hey, Bill, right in front of me, and I'm thinking, all right, Mars is like, so you can see the pad data.
Yeah.
We've been back doing radio for 5 years. I've never looked at the pad data. I
Never really needed to.
I don't need to look at the pad data. So I'm like, all right, what's in this thing? Is there a hidden microphone? Is there a camera? It's pointing right at me.
It's pointing directly at you.
It has the most.
Small.
It has the most important spot in the studio right now.
Yes, it does.
Couldn't that be off to the side? Because it's not. If I had to look at pad data, is it that important?
It's not going to pick up your voice if you put it off to the side.
It's staring right the fuck at me.
So we're looking at it going, do you think that's a microphone? We're like the Sopranos in here. In between breaks, we got to turn the music up real loud. If you talk to each other with our mouths covered.
If you know anything about mice or rats, when you introduce something to the rat environment, the rats see it right away.
Yeah.
And they adjust.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just put a trap in the middle of a rat environment. They're gonna go right around that fucking thing.
Got to trick them.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing with us. Every time we see a new piece of equipment in our environment, we get very suspicious.
Is that a camera? Is that a microphone? What is that? Hey-Rock just flung it off of its little mount. Unplug that goddamn thing.
Yeah, if I unplug it, I bet you we go off the air.
Oh, right in the garbage pail. Went right in the shit can.
I can't even tell you how much stuff I have to pay for. It's fun for the radio, and then Bob gets involved. You know, that costs $400. They're going to take it out of your pay.
That's going to come out of your pay.
Matt made this.
Are you a fan of the Opie and Anthony show?
No. Go fuck yourself.
All right. Wait, do you like naked bosoms?
Who the fuck doesn't?
Do you like Wednesdays?
Who fucking cares?
How would you like to see some naked knockers for free?
Oh, go fuck. Wait, yes, I would.
Well, then just send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the Opie and Anthony Show. Attention Wow Stickers, 1221 Avenue of the Americas, New York, 10020 today, and get yourself a free Whip 'em Out Wednesday sticker.
Sweet fucking Jesus, that's easy.
So's your mother. Now stop cursing.
Oh. Wow. Why can't people just say 6th Avenue?
What do they say?
Avenue of the Americas.
Oh.
It's like, does that sound better? Or something just went in the garbage bag. Shit.
Oh, yeah. I'm in rare form today. You might as
Banner
well,
day.
You might as well make sure you listen to the
Strap
entire
in,
show.
people.
Bill Burr, how are you, my
Bill
friend?
Burr.
I'm good.
Studio.
I'm trying to figure out what was going on. There was some sort of little notepad, and it was plugged in. I think I don't know what you did, but I like the direction you're going in.
What,
yeah,
the
little device.
There was a device in
A
front of me.
gadget, as we like to call it. A gadget, a device.
And by the way, because I'll hear about this later, that we're a little too suspicious, let me tell you something that happened at NEW. And let me tell you something that happened at AAF. And the faithful listeners have heard these stories, and I apologize. But we've had 2 incidents of wiretapping with the Opie and Anthony show.
Complete illegal eavesdropping.
2 that we know of.
Yeah, that we know of. Might not know of other ones. I'm sure there probably were.
These are 2 that they fucked up, and we were able to find out.
Yep.
And one of the guys works here at SiriusXM and smiles when he sees me,
I haven't seen him, thank
Oh,
God.
yeah, he's here. But he made believe he was our friend at NEW, and he was secretly taping us because we were involved in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
Yeah. And he was...
I don't know how much we could say, but he was basically wiretapping us, hoping we were going to say something to the contrary of what was presented to the authorities.
He was able to, wing-ding some wires around, and then during the breaks, when the mics were off, they were still live. So he was able to hear us when we shut the mics off during commercials, and we'd be like, that guy's an asshole, fuck this guy's a shit. And got it all on tape and was trying to use that.
Wow. But that's not admissible in court, is it? To illegally, or is they
of
just
course
trying
not.
to figure out what's going on? Where you guys are thinking?
Probably
so they
how
can,
to, probably how to play it or
civil
something.
suit is different than criminal, so
This was a
whatever the fuck the money is.
multi-million-dollar lawsuit. So, and the guy works here, and I just stare at him. He tries to smile and say hi. I'm like, just stop.
And then another case was at AAF where we found out that the GM, the boss, general manager, boys, at any time, whether the mics again were on or off, whether we were doing the show or sitting back bad-mouthing people like we always do when the mics go off.
Listen to this one, Bill. You're gonna love this.
He could dial his phone in
from anywhere in the world,
anywhere, and listen to what we're saying in the room at any time. So we were like,
and when we found out,
wow,
we actually we're like, no fucking way. So I think we were driving around once up in Massachusetts, and
we got the number.
We got the number. We're like, let's give this thing a try. And I forgot who was on the air. It doesn't
think
really
it was
matter.
Rockhole.
Maybe it was Rockhole. And also, we're listening to Rockhole with the mics off.
Yeah.
I'm like, this cannot be legal.
So then we figured out a way to get into the phone closet, and before the show every day, we would unplug the one wire.
And the boss would come in, and he didn't want to acknowledge that we knew.
But the next
and
day
we
it was
wouldn't
plugged
acknowledge,
back in.
Yeah, it would be plugged back in every day. And we
then
would
we'd
unplug
go
it every day.
Click, unplug it again.
And he couldn't come to us and go, stop unplugging my
eavesdropping
wiretapping.
wiretap.
Oh, that's
fucking
awesome.
Hear you, device.
Right.
Asshole.
So we don't trust when new equipment just pops up in studio.
So that apparently was an XM radio that was placed precariously close to Opie so he could see the pad data, which is the little shit that's written on the bottom during a break.
Usually
so
it just has the phone number
This
so you
would
can
just
call the
have
show.
Opie, Anthony, Bill Burr, maybe.
Right.
They would say that. Because that's, who's talking. Later
Right.
on, it would be like Penthouse Girl or something. And
you needed that
we don't
whole little
trust that.
device just to.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Come on. I'm not.
That's
I'm not
what you get
buying
when
it.
you're shock jocks.
Yeah, we're
I'm not
shocking,
buying
all
it.
right.
And it has nothing to do with shock jocks either, because I think they probably do it in the '70s channel station too. I think it's like Stalinism going on in this place.
You can't even walk to the bathroom without being on 10 different
You
cameras.
are on camera. Have you noticed the amount of video cameras in this place?
I've just
Try
noticed
to
them in
not
general.
be on camera. Try and not be on a video camera. You can't in this building. Everywhere you walk, you are being looked at. Peekaboo, Bill.
Filmed and well, that's the future.
That is the future. It's here and now.
Anthony E-Rock just handed me an instant feedback that
Oh, he did.
simply says, As much as I want to bash him, you told Steve not E-Rock about the bunny story.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So E-Rock.
I went into the back office after I got off the phone with DC and said, "What is this bunny story?" And then somebody informed me that Steve was told and just wrote bunny story down on his notepad.
Bunny story.
And walked to the back. So I asked Steve, and he said, "Oh, Travis said he was pulling this."
Oh,
So-
don't get Travis involved.
Oh,
No, I had to.
Well, first of all,
Passing of the buck
I hate
again.
to have to do this, but E-Rock, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
All right?
Wow.
For once, you're not the fat slob in the room.
Oh.
Oh, he's saying about you, Mars.
That was nice. That was very touching.
Yeah, what an apology.
I was just going to say, there's a change in Opie.
Yeah.
He is.
Why?
I don't know.
The apology?
Yeah, no, you just.
It was
you just,
nice,
you're not-
right?
yeah, and you're not giving off the. No, we always talked about how silently we both broke each other down the first time we met each other, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, that guy's me. All right, I'm not fucking with that guy.
No, because I
That's me.
I know me, and I see me and Bill, and I'm like,
Yep.
no fucking way. He would go to the same ugly places I would.
Yeah.
But you don't.
No
You're not like that.
fucking
And
way.
like he used to have like Opie used to have. There was a I don't know, a red tint to his skin from decades of rage.
just rage. It
It's
was
just
called rage.
somewhere in the neck, and you just saw it. And I'm just like, I'm not fucking with them. And when you started to do the apology, I didn't see any of the rage.
Hell no.
I'm like, it's gone.
No, it was like a 28 days later guy, just full of that rage disease.
No, I mean, it's still there when it has to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
it never leaves.
But it's nice to. No, it's kind of left. It's nice that I don't have to deal with it every day anymore.
Trust me.
It must be nice to have a day off from that.
What?
From like rage.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, hey, I
was
had a whole
told
day off. It
I
was
was
nice.
I was told by someone that might know
Yeah.
that I suffer from irritable depression.
Oh, I thought it was irritable bowel syndrome.
Well, I have that too.
What is irritable depression?
You get, I don't know, you're just so annoyed all the time. It just brings you down.
Oh.
Yeah, but,
But-
no, this is the thing, though, about
But she said that I don't really suffer from that as much right now.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but having like a temper it's just like being a drug user, where you're clean for like 6 years, and then when you fall back, you pick up right where you left off. No, dude, you're gonna go right to.
I
the,
look forward to that day.
You're gonna go right to the penthouse next time you when you flip out.
You know what? There's some fun that's involved with all that.
Of course.
Oh, you know what I forgot to tell you guys last week? I'm staying at this hotel Midtown. I can't believe I forgot to bring it in. Maybe because it's so damn early. You should have seen the memo that they sent everybody the day before the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Oh,
it was
really?
so hilarious because they had to act like they weren't warning people, and they had to act like they were celebrating the culture, and they're like something, whatever. Attention guests, just to let you know, this Sunday is the annual Puerto Rican Day Parade. The Puerto Rican Day Parade happens on the first Sunday of every June. And each year, over 4 million Puerto Ricans come down to celebrate, as well as others, another 4 million in the outer boroughs. So it was just
Holy
basically.
shit, that's a warning.
And that was totally. And they just kept talking celebrating and a parade and a celebration of the ethnicities, and 4 million Puerto Ricans had it like.
Meanwhile, it's like.
All guests, back to the compound. Pull back. Retreat. Puerto Ricans.
Yeah. They still, they just have to cover themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
In case, you go for a walk in Central Park, and maybe you get finger banged against your will, up against one of those beautiful weeping willows.
The hotel should have informed us. That's a complete liability issue. They just want to know that they informed their guests. They're not going to be caught in a wilding episode.
They totally, and it was the nicest paragraph ever about Puerto Rican culture, but the whole subtext was there's going to be a shitload of them.
4 million Bengal tigers walking around. They're beautiful animals.
Endangered
and they were
species.
Endangered, right. They're beautiful to look at.
What was the 1 year where it was just all hell broke loose?
That was a long time ago already.
Every guy's girl was getting groped.
That was like 2000 or
Not
2001.
every guy, but
yeah. You know what
one
it was,
bad
though?
parade, you're fucked.
It was.
It
There
was
hasn't been.
ridiculous. The video that came out of those,
I know.
those
They
incidents.
cracked down. There hasn't been like one bad issue though with the Puerto Rican Day Parade since that.
No.
But everyone just goes, "Oh, you know what happened in the Puerto Rican Day
Because-
Parade?
yeah,
girls are getting carried around like bowling balls."
No, and before that year, everybody would go because you want to go look at all the hot Puerto Rican girls.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then it's just like,
The
wow,
hoochie mamas.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, it was like live Telemundo.
Yeah,
that was fantastic.
And they had the memo in the hotel, huh?
Oh, I wish I
God,
brought
that's
this.
great.
Two things. I was also trying to find one. This email this girl sent me after I did my Tonight shows. Oh, I told you that one. The no more shiny suits.
Oh, shiny suits. No more shiny suits. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
Your
Oh,
blue
here's some of
collar-
the, is
blue
this some of
collar
the
people.
wilding?
Yeah, Danny has found some of the videos.
I just saw some booty and some shorts,
There's
and I
some
decided to click on it.
ass hanging out of the bottom of shorts. And the store owners used to like board up their stores and everything after the Wilding episode. Because one year, I don't know what happened. They just went crazy. Started just ripping girls' clothes off.
Like
off
Bill
in
said,
the
it was
street.
2000, 2001, somewhere
That's
around
hilarious.
there.
Hosing
But I
them
like how the
down with
women
like
don't-
water and beer and
Women don't have any responsibility in it, like ripping or that G string she was wearing. I just came here to celebrate my culture. Why don't you put some clothes on, sweetie?
But the fembots would say that women should be able to wear whatever they want, Bill.
Bill's putting the blame
I
on,
know,
the
no, I'm not.
on the victim.
I'm just trying to get some collars. That's all.
I actually
An
agree.
old trick.
I actually agree with you.
No, it's one
I
of
mean,
the.
you see some of these outfits and you're like, come on. If I was a caveman, this would be legal.
Just bonked on the head and dragged into the cave.
Oh yeah,
banging that thing like crazy.
Why don't we take our first break? Bill Burr is here.
Oh, look at Travis.
What happened?
Travis is panicking. It's the first break
Oh, right,
time.
right.
Travis is panicking. He doesn't know if the button's going to work.
I got to grab this new mouse that I don't.
Oh,
I've
no.
never used.
This is insanity for Travis.
Where did E-Rock go? Because we were onto something with the E-Rock bunny thing. He blamed Travis, but he was also blaming Steve.
Yeah.
I think there's a little misunderstanding. Actually.
There's a lot of buck passing.
But I
going
wanted to get E-Rock's thoughts on Steve's fake sick days.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a good one.
Because E-Rock...
Steve's already gearing up.
weather.
He's already gearing up by placing cold medicine around his office.
God bless E-Rock. He started
Look
running.
at his attempt.
No, he was running, and then he ran like 3 steps and said, nah, fuck that.
He did that slow jog that you do when you're crossing.
I was
and the
ready to give him
lights
a
turn
major
red.
compliment. Like, look at E-Rock move.
yeah, but this really is the hallway of shame. If anybody catches you, you have at least 9 minutes of airtime where people can trash you before you actually get into the studio.
You can't look good walking
No,
up that hallway.
there's no way.
You're
Well,
right.
When we came here, they offered us 4 or 5 studios the same size. We're like, oh, fuck. But as soon as we saw this studio with the long hallway, we're like, we could have fun with this fucking hallway.
You could see anybody coming. No one's surprising you.
That reminds me of those comedy clubs, like the worst comedy clubs, the bombing, are the ones when you get off stage, you have to walk back through the crowd.
Through the crowd.
And just
What's
everybody
that
just
about?
looking like, Jesus,
you
dude,
suck.
you suck. Yeah.
Go quit your day job.
Fucking 90 rows of that.
Oh, you just hear, sucked. You're unfunny, asshole, hack.
E-Rock.
Next guy.
You're funnier women.
What do you know on Steve's fake sick days?
I don't want to really trash the
Come
dude, but
on.
they seem to fall on a
you
Friday.
said you said I don't really want to trash the dude. Is that what you just said? That means you really want to trash the dude.
They seem to fall on Fridays and Mondays. And
that's when
like
people get
in
sick.
the case of I'm not saying he's not sick, but in the case of the last sick day he took, I got an email like early Sunday afternoon saying that he had, I guess, sent a notice out to you guys, to Bladder and Cross, that there's a possibility he may not be in tomorrow. He's not feeling good. So he wrote, okay, and then I'll get something in the morning. I'm not coming in today. So it's like he prepped you, so saying I may not be coming in, and then all of a sudden Monday comes, I'm not coming in.
Oh, if there's an email from Steve that says there's a 1% possibility I may not be in, he is absolutely not coming in.
It's textbook sick day crap.
Yeah.
Fake sick day crap.
No, we used to see it a lot when we were still over at CBS. There'd be days where all of a sudden it's like he's not it. What? And some people didn't know he wasn't coming in.
Look, we've all faked a sick day.
Of course.
I don't understand people that are sick for only one day.
I had the sniffles.
Yes, remember Cindy Brady got the sniffles once, and her mother was very upset.
But sometimes you can't tell because if I'm in the same office with him, and you'll turn around, and he's kind of breathing heavy, and he's soaking wet.
Well,
like he's just sweating really heavy, but he's been sitting in the same chair for an hour. So you're like, how is he doing this?
But he's been that way forever.
Swine flu.
He's sweating.
And he has cold medicine on his desk?
And 4 open cans of Monster Energy drink.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh, my God. And a large coffee, a cocaine, and some barbiturates.
And some crystal meth.
Amphetamines and crystal meth. And,
right.
Well, now we have there's 3 huge boxes in the office because we don't have any more space to put stuff in. There's a huge Monster refrigerator, a stand, and a big inflatable Monster can that are now in the office as a gift for Steve.
Are so small. Pop that fucking balloon.
You bring it in here, I'll take care of the problem.
Yeah, that problem will be solved.
And then I was told that we may be getting some more O&A merchandise coming in finally.
Really?
What?
But there's multiple boxes, and they're asking, can we store it in the office? So there's going to be no room to walk in that room.
See, why are they...
But I need the space. I can't.
Who wants to store shit?
I need the space.
Who wants to store shit in our office?
Everybody.
But when are we going to get respect?
We have equipment from the old studio that we're not allowed to use anymore in boxes in
throw
both
it out.
offices.
Just throw it in the hallway. Someone will come around.
Lob it into the hallway.
Someone
and
will
just-
come along and
Or
get
maybe
it.
you want to take them home. They're the old Pal Talk cameras and the lighting fixtures that we had.
Oh!
You want those?
Keep it quiet.
No, just store them at your house.
I'll store them at my house.
Okay.
Thank you. Show me the box when I leave.
Wow.
I'm wiring that house up. I swear. I said I was going to do this.
Motherfucker.
Wire that house up,
Wow.
yo.
All right. So Steve will be sick tomorrow or Friday?
Probably Friday.
Friday.
I'm thinking I may be sick Friday or Monday, perhaps both days.
And then Thursday of next week, so when we're off on Friday.
Very rare possibility, though, so don't worry. I'm sick. I'm not coming.
A 0.008% chance.
8% chance of sickness. Oh, my God, it hit me. Classic.
All right.
Fucking classic, man.
Well, when we get back, we got the bunny story.
Oh, finally.
Remember that song, You Light Up My Life?
I certainly do.
I think we brought this story to everybody.
Who knew?
But we got an update on that guy.
Yes.
You know the song, right?
Dirty Birdie.
Who made it famous? Debbie Boone?
Debbie Boone made that famous.
You got a little taste of that, Travis, for Bill Burr?
I believe there was a movie called You Light Up My Life.
You know this song?
I know the song, yeah.
The guy who wrote this song is a bad
He's
boy,
a
Bill.
dirty, dirty boy.
Good for him.
We'll tell you next. It's bad. And what was the other thing?
Oh, did you see that guy got off for...
Sorry.
That guy got off for beating up that girl.
What,
You know, those two people who aren't really famous, but for some
Chris
reason
Brown?
they're... Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Brown and
He didn't have
Rihanna?
to go to jail. That's one for us, guys. Every once in a while.
You get
Every once in a while. You know, that's like, you know... It's like
Every
the old
once in
Brooklyn
a while.
Dodgers. Every once in a while, they win a World Series.
Them bums.
Every once in a while. You can slap them around.
Oh, and the story of the day, Nixon. The Nixon tapes.
This I read
Holy
and just...
shit.
You know, Tricky
Holy
Dicky,
shit.
been dead for a while, but he lives on with these tapes that he used to decide to just, I have to hit record.
Oh, yeah.
Everything needs to be recorded in my White House.
I don't like
Everything.
him. He is a Jew.
Jews.
Yeah.
The colored. Like every anti-Semitic, racist, this motherfucker recorded everything. Where's Henry Kissinger? My head Jew. And this one is just a hoot. Once you hear what this is,
I'll read the headline. Nixon tapes reveal blank stunner.
Yes. Blank stunner.
Stunner. And we'll tell you what the blank is after the break. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony with Bill Burr. Hey, I want to say hi to everyone listening to us on the Sirius XM app.
Yes, on their iPhones.
I hear the app's doing very, very well.
It is. People are loving it. Love my
Do they
apps.
have one? Can I use that on my BlackBerry or no?
I
Did
have
we
no
already have
idea.
this conversation?
I have no idea.
Oh, boy. I
My,
believe you can listen to
iPhone is the
XM,
best,
Sirius
thing
XM
ever.
on your BlackBerry, but just in a different way, I guess.
Yeah. You
How did you get the new iPhone? Anthony?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes.
That's so funny.
I
Like
love
people just don't you remember the last time it was a piece of shit and it was overpriced,
No,
and then a
this is
few
great.
months later, oh yeah,
That's
it's
what
going to be
everybody
great.
said.
Yeah.
No, this is
we'll
great.
see. You're going to be screaming about it in
Video
a
is
week.
the video
Nah,
is
he likes it.
amazing.
Yeah,
the pictures are great.
He's got a good phone.
The apps are fucking fantastic.
Jesus,
I'm
look
loving
at that
it.
phone. That's like that really is from the future.
It's the future. It's it's my communication device, my tricorder, everything. It does
Let me see.
everything.
Yeah, but can
Fucking throw it.
I was going to say there's a lot of trust involved.
Can you
know.
get something?
How much is it? $700?
I don't know. If you buy it like fucking, I don't know.
If you're free, if you don't sell yourself into dentures.
Yeah.
Next week it'll be $300.
It's sleek.
I know.
It's
gonna-
sexy. It's now.
I hate seeing that.
Yeah, I know when they do that.
You buy some nice technology, or
God damn it, this is a nice phone. Why does it have to be AT&T?
Well, that's what everybody says, but like
when does
like
that
I was
contract
saying,
end?
You know, if you
I don't
idiots
know. They're
just
trying to
wouldn't
get
buy
to
it
end
and we just waited
immediately.
till it was Verizon, everyone would be we'd be good.
But I've had crappy systems with Verizon and everything.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
Verizon's great.
I've had Sprint. I've had everything, and occasionally you go, "Fuck! I lost my signal."
You can be at the bottom of an elevator shaft and get a call with Verizon.
Hello, where are you?
All right, why don't we move into some material?
Hey.
So the guy who wrote "You Light Up My Life,"
yeah,
it was a big hit for Debbie Boone. Way
I won one of the Oscars.
Really, for the song?
Yeah,
really.
It was a biggie, Academy Award.
How does it become an
it was
Academy Award song?
It was featured in a movie.
I know what movie. I don't know.
I think it was called "You Light Up My Life."
No.
Yeah, they
Really?
made a fucking movie out of the song or some shit.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. The
A whole
song was
movie?
so goddamn popular.
Based on a 3-4 minute song?
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, this is what's going on with the guy that wrote the song.
The hands of Joseph Brooks once held an Oscar award. Today,
Here it goes. Today, they're in handcuffs.
Today he's holding his head in a cell.
the hands of Joseph Brooks once held an Oscar award. Today, they were shackled. Brooks is best known as the writer of the 1970s ballad "You Light Up My Life."
Give us a little.
Today, a New York grand jury indicted Brooks with 91 counts for sex crimes. He's accused of luring victims to his apartment by touting his connections. He reportedly raped and assaulted them while they auditioned for movie roles. His accomplice? Prosecutors allege this local Federal Way woman, 42-year-old Shawnee Lucier. Lucier did not respond to numerous attempts.
I thought that was audio from the rape.
Foley artist or something.
Yeah, audio.
We
from,
need a door knock.
audio from the pounding. That's one of the women had to endure. I love the knocking on. No one's going to answer the door. No, they don't answer.
Lucier did not respond to numerous attempts to contact her today. A Manhattan district attorney announced 9 indictments against Lucier for criminal facilitation in the 4th degree, each punishable by up to 1 year in prison. Lucier is Brooks' personal assistant. She's accused of helping him arrange meetings with victims. 9 of the 11 victims, aged 18 to 30, reportedly responded to a Craigslist ad.
Oops. You gotta watch that Craigslist. Holy jeez.
Guys
Can
in
you
his
you
70s.
can really just do that and get all the way up to 91 people before they get you?
I know. How fucking long was he doing this?
Oh my God!
Oh no.
We weren't quite ready.
Now lick my
Travis.
sweaty balls.
There we go.
Stop talking and start sucking. I'm gonna fuck you in the mouth. Hey, what about the cheeks of my ass? I'm gonna come down your throat. You fucking well better swallow it all. You let one drop spill and I whip your ass so hard you won't sit down for a week.
Why did you do that? Why did you spend everyone loving me?
Goodness gracious! Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen,
Pitted, so pitted.
Everyone remembers this. Come on.
Goddamn rich cunt! I kill rich cunt!
Oh, motherfucker!
You're a little bitch. That's right, you're a bitch, and I'd bet you'd like to suck it, wouldn't you?
Don't just stare at it, eat it.
For many days I didn't bring him here. Look, in my vagina 2 times.
She was very badly raped, you see. A victim of the modern age. Poor girl.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
This won an Oscar?
Yeah.
Certainly did.
I'm coming, you dumb bitch.
Roll over and shut up. Now lick my sweaty balls.
Oh, da-da-da-da. Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur.
I'm gonna fuck you in the mouth.
Liar whore, and you know it.
I'm gonna come down your throat. You fucking well better swallow it all. You let one drop spill and I'll whip your ass so hard you won't sit down for a week.
You can get a doggy style, you can get a ling on your side. Those are your only choices. This is my house and I get to say.
Stop talking and start sucking.
Liar whore.
Do you get it?
See, you get it? He wrote the song and then he raped women.
That's the point we're trying to make with our comedy.
Wow. See, be careful what you wish for.
Comedy.
The second part of the story.
7 alleged victims are from Washington State, 2 from Oregon, others from California and Florida. Brooks reportedly flew most of his victims to New York, promising them an audition for an acting role. Prosecutors accuse 71-year-old Brooks of forcibly raping most of the victims. In many cases, they were incapacitated, possibly with drugs in their wine.
Brooks is in custody tonight. Meanwhile, Lucier from Federal Way here is expected to turn herself in next week.
What did she get out of it?
You know what he basically did?
Yeah, really.
He basically did what they used to do in the casting call. Couches.
Yeah, casting couch.
Yeah, way back in the day.
He went old school.
He probably doesn't think he did anything wrong.
No, what's wrong?
He thought it was business as usual.
Yeah.
This is Hollywood.
He didn't realize the times have changed.
You want to be a star?
Yeah, I'm going to make you a star. Zip.
Got to break you in first.
I remember the old days. Used to get Clark Gable's seconds. Fucking guys just, that's all he's doing.
Let's go, 23 Skidoo.
Now making her way down the red carpet.
Okay. You want to be a triple threat?
There was a reason it was the red carpet.
Yeah, oh, ow.
Yeah, exactly. Remember that girl that had the 56 stars tattooed to her face?
I certainly do. The tattoo artist, apparently she fell asleep. She just wanted 3 stars there. And the tattoo artist just kept tattooing stars on her face. And it was very terrible of that man.
Well, he's to blame, sort of, because, I don't know. She was young.
Yeah, and what
I
problem?
mean, a young girl comes in to get 56 stars on her face.
Problem?
I don't know. Maybe the tattoo artist should have some kind of responsibility, no?
No.
Okay.
And once you get up to like 23, maybe you can wake her up and be like,
well,
not even halfway done here, sweetie.
Yeah, well,
everyone smelled something as far as this story goes.
Something fishy.
Well, she came out yesterday and said that she admitted that she lied because her dad was furious.
No shit. Look what she did.
So she wanted the 56 stars. She got the 56 stars. She went home, realized, oh, fuck, Dad is going to be pissed, and then came up with the I fell asleep story.
Look what she fucking did to her face. What the hell?
Why 56 stars like that?
Wow.
Does she have other tattoos?
That is really, really bad.
Doesn't matter if you have other tattoos. Get them on your face like that. Yikes.
Can I get a picture of that? I want to have a picture of that just hanging on my bedroom wall. And anytime I feel depressed, I'll be, oh, but you know what? I didn't get 56 stars tattooed to the side of my face. Oof. Isn't that the worst when you become the example? You know, like that ends up being the meaning of your life.
Oh, I got the sniffles. There's a 1% chance, I think, tomorrow.
Oh, please,
Be tomorrow. I might not be in.
Oh, be tomorrow. Please.
Don't touch that. It's infected.
I'm a fan of the sick day during the week.
Yeah, it's
not
the
the
best.
long weekend sick day.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know. I think I caught what Steve has. Homosexuality.
All right, we got the Bunny story. We got the Nixon story.
Yeah.
We got a quickie from the Phillies manager, Chris Wheeler.
Quickie?
You want a little quick sports
Yeah,
one?
what is that?
This one's fun. This one's fun. For all you baseball fans out there. Why are you wearing a Bruins hat today, Bill?
I don't know. Why?
Yeah, Bruins fan.
I don't know. Most people like put their hockey hats away for the year.
Oh,
and go like Red Sox or something.
Oh, you know, I'm fading away from baseball.
Are you really?
Yeah, because I got
why?
I just got a feeling that there's going to be a whole bunch of other people that I liked are going to test positive, and every time I just feel so stupid. Dude, nobody gave a shit about baseball in like 1998. After the strike, the only thing good that had happened was a couple years earlier, Cal Ripken broke the Lou Gehrig streak. And all of a sudden, McGuire, the year before, he came close. So right from the beginning, and I got on board and sat there like some Depression-era child. Boy, oh boy, did you see that one? Holy mackerel. Right? Then you find out, they were fucking on Frankenstein roids.
And now
you feel stupid.
If you look back, now one person questioned why he was all of a sudden hitting 500-foot home runs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these were monster home runs, and no one was there. We were all
Dude, Sammy
happy
Sosa was worse. Sammy Sosa was nobody, and then he hit he had like a 600. He had like 550 of them in like a 3-year period. It seemed,
right.
And then he just sucked again. Dude, that guy got caught with roids and a cork bat. It's like, why don't you just have your friend underhand the ball to you? Dude, I was watching the other day one of those on the Yes Network. They replayed the Game 6 of the 1996 World Series when the Yankees, finally got back on track and won a World Series. Dude, you cannot believe how skinny they are. Yeah. I was looking at their the uniforms are tight. I was going, that guy looks like a chick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should be wearing high heels out there compared to the guys.
In no time, monsters. Just
monsters.
Big, giant monster arms.
His point about Sammy Sosa. Get Sammy Sosa's lifetime stats. Because, out of nowhere, he started hitting a lot of home runs.
Yeah, he hit
a lot.
I think there was like 2 guys ever hit over 60 home runs. He did it like 3 years in a row or something.
Yep. Yeah.
How the hell do you do that? Steroids. Yeah, and they said, that he was one of those guys that he gave that anonymous little thing that they had to fess up to that said you did him, and then it came out because it's not anonymous now.
It looks like Sosa started doing steroids, I guess, for the 98 season, because in 1997 he had 36 home runs, and then in 98 he had 66 home runs.
How do you do that? Come on, stop.
Dude,
and then he went 66, then 63, then 50, but I think, did he play a full year when he hit 50? Yeah, okay. And then he went back to 64, then 49, and then I guess the bones started getting brittle, and then he faded out. 40, 35, 14, 21.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
But before that, before he hit the 66, he went 33, 25, 36, 40, 36. Nowhere close to 66.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, those
Holy
actually, a
shit.
lot of those numbers back in the day would win you the home run crown. 36 to 40.
Oh, I know.
You were right there.
Yeah.
For a while, that was it. Yeah, two of my brothers never came back to baseball. I'm barely back. I like to say I'm a Mets fan, but honestly, I'm not.
No, the stats.
I'm not a rah-rah watching the Mets every day. That's for sure. I take a little peek. I look at the, the sports page every day. But I'm not.
The stats
I'm just
from
not
that
a
era
fan like I used to be.
Are ridiculous. Everybody's just like 19, 26, 15, 860, 920, 1,012, 48, 2 out of baseball.
Out of baseball. Had it.
So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure, because all I got to do is just cover 6 weeks of sports, and then you go into football, because hockey and basketball will go right to the second week of June. I figure you got the U.S. Open, Wimbledon's next week. Maybe I'll watch
Wimbledon started, I believe.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it takes a few weeks.
Who can really watch that, though? Come on now.
Yeah, and then maybe
you don't watch tennis.
Some of the tennis is all right.
Oh, yeah, no, I like tennis.
You watch that?
And the broads get out there with the little short skirts.
All right, that ain't
bending
bad.
over.
I know.
I won't watch
for it.
I won't watch every fucking
that.
Match, but nah.
Yeah.
You ever walk around the U.S. Open out there in Queens?
Why would I do that?
It's a good day.
Yeah?
It's a good day.
Yeah.
Bring one of your broads.
Yeah.
Bring a
one
broad.
of my broads.
It's a good day. You walk from court to court, checking
That's
shit
awesome.
out. Then you go into the main Arthur Ashe Stadium and check out a big match.
Yeah.
Nadal or somebody.
Bunch of disgustingly rich people walking
I
around.
don't know. I can't. I don't like tennis.
It's not my number. It's not even close to my number one
I like
sport.
tennis, so it's like why?
It's just a good day, is all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're going to be
but
like,
a good
holy
day is like
shit.
fucking hanging out in the yard.
But you got beers. You got the nice
beers
weather
in the yard.
You got a lot of
Nice weather in
good
the
people
yard.
watching out there in Queens,
People watching in the hot tub.
and every possible food you could ever want to eat. They know how to fucking do the vending
Yeah.
thing. Oh my god, yeah.
That was good. Then you have like the up and coming one people on like the smaller courts, and you can literally sit like me to you to someone who might be the next.
might be.
Yeah, but you forget their
No,
names.
but they're still great though, dude. They're still great though.
Yeah. Well, of course. Yeah,
Bill's
that's
right.
Very good.
And I sat in those little courts. I've gone to the U.S. Open. I pretty much go to the U.S. Open every year for one day. And I probably saw like the people that are now stars today, but I don't remember. I don't remember. I would like to go back in time and go, what?
I saw her. Is that
Oh,
fucking
our big-titted monster.
God damn, is this chick the best fucking tennis? Look at her tits.
She's getting
She
breast
should
reduction
not
surgery,
play
Bill.
tennis with those. They're fantastic.
And those are anchored down, and they're still moving nicely.
Wearing a sports bra on top of a sports bra.
Dude, she is a phenom. And I'm not talking about her tennis skills.
Look
Look,
at that.
when a girl has breasts that big, there's usually something else going on with their body. Not
No,
this
she's
one, man.
working out like a
She's
mad
got
woman.
ridiculous legs.
Look at those things bounce and fucking. They're fantastic.
Bill, what do you think?
Yeah, that definitely doesn't suck. But you know what? Her ass needs to be a little bigger for those titties.
No, you know what that
that's
looks
what I'm
like?
getting at. No,
that
man.
nice slender body with the huge tits like that. Come on.
And they are just
Now you sound like fucking Patrice yesterday.
What?
Jesus Christ.
What?
We had a penthouse chick in here. She's all hot and everything. And Patrice is just like, I understand how you white boys like that shit, but I need a little more, ass on it.
Oh, speaking of which, and then after the show, you ran out.
Yeah.
Mars and Patrice were all excited about one of these video whores.
Yeah.
That the black videos where they have the video girl. It's a whole thing in the rap videos.
Oh,
one of the girls was here. She was like the top one.
Damn, really?
And they're like, fuck that penthouse pet. And they bring her over. I guess she was at Shade 45. Nice enough. What was her name, Mars? Melissa Ford or something?
Oh, my
You
God.
know Melissa Ford, too?
Bullshit. Really? Wow.
Now I feel like
punch
an idiot.
that bitch up.
Now, let me tell you something.
see that bitch.
Mars, later on in the afternoon, sent me a picture of
No,
Melissa Ford.
she's a legend.
And she was ridiculous in the picture you sent me. But what I saw live was no big deal. The picture was amazing, though, you sent later in the afternoon. Get over there, Mars. Yeah, she was here yesterday.
Yes.
She didn't look like that, Mars.
Because she wasn't wearing a G-string.
Well, all right.
All right. And,
that's her right there? See, look at that.
Patrice,
Ass is too fat.
Patrice and Mars were like,
Sorry.
this guy.
Patrice,
The ass is too perfect.
Patrice likes,
No.
huh? No,
Anthony, please.
too fat.
Honestly?
That's retouched. You can
Nope.
tell.
The ass is
and
way-
the ass is too big. Look
the
at
ass
the
is
arch.
way too big.
Look at the arch,
But
and then
Ann-
it goes out
Ann,
like
we're
that
gonna
back.
lose.
It looks like a fake ass.
And we're gonna lose. Look at Danny; he's very happy.
Oh, but
Mars
Danny
very
likes
happy.
big
Bill
asses.
Burr very happy. Me and
Show
you
me another
lose.
one. Give me another one.
We lose.
Give me another.
I can't get into that huge ghetto ass, man.
Can't do it.
Nope.
Can't do it.
Nope.
Won't do it.
Nope. A nice shape.
Nobody's asking you to.
Yeah, I
But
won't.
that's what guys do.
It's not like
you know?
anybody's forcing you into it.
Right. But this is what we do as guys. Nope, I can't get.
Look at that.
Get
Come
the
on.
fuck
Get out
outta
of here.
here.
You with that ass. Stop
Hell
it.
no.
Get out. Look at her fucking thigh. It's hanging down below the fucking top of the stool. She got a giant fucking ass. Fuck her. Fuck her. Fuck her.
I'll tell you, fucking 2 minutes with her, he would be sold.
Oh, yeah.
For
No
life.
way.
For life.
Hell no.
No way.
Okay.
Dude, she was definitely.
The only way I'm being sold by her is if there's a race war and we lose.
Wait, so I should have got a picture with Melissa Ford yesterday, Mars? I
Yes,
didn't
sir.
know.
Yes, sir.
She was definitely very pretty in person, but fuck,
No,
that's,
yeah, she's
that's a different
ridiculous.
girl we're looking at on the computer screen.
No, it's not.
And Patrice was trying to
No, it's not.
Patrice was trying to explain to me. He goes, in the black world, she is everything. In the white world, you whiteys don't know about her.
Ah, is that hot? Holy shit! Is that what that looks like without the clothes on it?
That's not a real.
No,
fucking
that's
man.
that's gotta be
Get the
real.
fuck outta here.
I've seen that in like stores pushing shopping carts. They're like fucking, that's
Wait,
magical.
So you're into the Melissa Ford?
Yeah,
You know her?
I'm into beautiful women.
Dude,
she
I
is
didn't.
fucking
I didn't even
gorgeous.
know her. Did not even know who she was.
I ain't.
No clue. No
I ain't-
fucking
I
clue.
ain't
Wow, yeah,
feeling
you
it.
missed. She's a, if
Look-
I know her, yeah, she's a legend.
I'll admit she doesn't have one of those giant asses, but it's oversized.
Yeah,
It's a big ass. You guys like bigger asses.
There's like extra meat or something.
Yeah, something going on there.
There's something like, what is it? Muscle? Fat? What is that? It's muscle.
Listen
White
to
girls
Jimmy-
don't have that
listen to
extra
Jimmy the
layer.
Greek. Listen to Jimmy the Greek. He'll explain it.
White girls don't have that extra layer.
You're not. That's not true.
Yeah, it's true.
There's some white girls.
Line up
with-
the white
please.
girls.
Yeah,
line
I
up
know.
the
And there's a
black
white
girls.
guy who can dunk a basketball, but generally speaking,
Yeah,
we're
thank you.
grounded.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
In general, the white girls don't
Occasionally.
have that extra fucking layer of whatever it is. It's like a shelf.
It is a shelf. And then there's like...
I'll tell you the most insane.
that's weird. That's just
the
taken
most
with a fisheye
insane
lens.
shot I've ever seen was in that one of those Outcast videos, that Big Boy one, where that girl was dancing. The end of the video when they shoot up at him, dude, her ass is like. I don't know. It's like those ones they used to draw in Marvel Comics. It's the only way to describe it.
shit.
It's like literally
That's a great way to describe
superhero
it.
girlfriend ass.
I don't know.
Who is that?
Danny's
My favorite.
Danny's punching the table.
Why? Who is that?
Whose ass are we looking at?
This is a chick. She got kind of famous, I guess. Her name is Kira Augustina. She just came from like some weird like ass fetish
Let me see
message
that.
board.
Let me see that picture all the way to the right with the little pants thing on.
All right, let's see that.
That's her.
Oh, all right.
All right. See, there's nothing wrong with that. That ain't big and fat like that other
That
one.
right there is what's known as a fanny.
A fanny.
A fanny.
It's perfect.
Fanny is that's
A fanny.
that's medium sized.
Danny, I'm in with these pictures. These are
This chick is nuts.
these.
No, I'll tell you.
These
Who's
pictures are a lot different than the Melissa Ford
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah. Now pop up her again. Pop up that rat
That ass is manageable.
chick again.
Oh no, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Oh god.
Yeah, but that's that angle with the
Yeah, look at the
camera, and
angle.
that-
The fucking camera's all fisheye.
Yeah, it messes it up a little bit. You
I know
don't
her
have
crack looks
perspective.
like it's 3 feet long.
Right, you
Yeah.
don't have perspective with
That's
that shot.
silly. That's forced perspective.
Esther Baxter, someone wants us to check out.
I want to see
Well,
this.
that's
chick
that's
again.
Melissa Ford.
All right. That's Melissa
Wow,
Ford.
that's pretty good.
She's got a very long ass. Look at how big her ass crack is. Dude, it's fucking giant. Show me another picture. I'm trying to have you sell me on this, but I ain't
like I said,
fucking...
Patrice-
All right,
like-
well, let's see Anthony's version of a nice ass. Who are you going to put up there? Like, who's in your ass Hall of Fame?
All right. Pull up Dakota Fanning.
Who's
that? Is that some child star? Of
course it is.
Who's the ass chick from
Darla Hood from our gang.
Who's the Who's the ass chick from FHM that they push forward big time? I forgot her name.
Wait a minute.
But anyway, with this Patrice
Yes,
thing, so Danny will find it. So Patrice is saying that this Melissa Ford was way hotter than the penthouse pet we had in yesterday. And I just didn't see it that way.
No.
And he goes, well, it's a black-white thing. In the black world, Melissa Ford's everything. In the white world, this Heather girl you guys had in is everything.
Big. It's nice.
What's her name again?
Vita Guerra.
It's smooth.
Yeah. See, I know her because of
A little big.
FHM magazine.
She's all oiled up.
They pushed her out there big time. Big time.
You know, if you pull up somebody like fucking Scarlett Johansson, that's a nice ass.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Yeah, but see, now look at that
got-
second picture. I swear to God, like
what's
a
the
lot of
problem?
those, when they really do like the booty shot, I swear to God, I think they enhance how big it is. Because that right there, she looks proportioned. That other picture, she didn't.
Yeah.
That girl's
They rework a lot of that
Yeah,
shit.
she's
a lot of that shit.
Vita.
Filthy whore.
Vita.
Goddamn dirty whore.
God, she finally got naked, huh?
There you go. Look at, I like that.
It was all about the ass with this Vita girl, and I guess
Jesus
that looks a little. I guess the numbers were
Is
dropping.
that too
and
much
she
for you?
finally had to
Is
get
that
naked.
ass crack too long?
No, that's kind of droopy.
That ain't Vita's ass is droopy. They're saying she has the greatest ass ever.
Anthony wants to see a little
Very
Cub
picky.
Scout.
Very picking.
All right, here's the question.
Yeah.
A white girl with a really nice ass. You said
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson because you're assuming that she has to have a nice ass because she's so beautiful.
I think
But
she's got a nice ass.
Name a white girl that we know has a really nice ass.
Scarlett Johansson.
Kim Kardashian.
She's not white.
You know what's funny? You ever see the white girl with like a really nice ass?
Coco.
There's always at least 3 black guys like following her down the street. It's fucking hilarious.
course.
There's always like black guys hovering around.
Check out Coco. Coco.
See? It's that Coco's too.
Coco, chimp came up. you punch up Coco the chimp.
There's Coco.
Oh God! The hell is
Now
going
she
on
looks
there?
like she has a dick. I'm not gonna lie to
That's
you.
like crazy. There's extra muscles in there.
Danny, could you humor us and pop up assparade.com?
I love
please?
Ass Parade.
You know Ass Parade?
Of course.
Jesus.
If you don't know Ass Parade, then you don't know porno.
Ass Parade.
Keith and Philly turning us on to assparade.com.
That's a good one, and also big tits, round asses.
God damn, Danny.
Ass Parade is fucking fantastic.
I got to see Ass Parade. What's Ass
Ass
Parade
Parade.
all about?
It's just
That's
chicks with
a lot
big.
of
I think I got a memo
big
at my
asses.
hotel about that.
Right.
The third Sunday of every June is Ass Parade.
A lot of asses going on there.
Well, what else do you expect from assparade.com? Wow, look at that one.
Oh, look at the
All the way on the left. All the way on the left.
What, that one? Let me see. Pop that one up. Let's take a good look. There's some
Oh, she's
shit
got a
going on
dirty
there.
asshole.
Holy God.
What the fuck?
She's going at that cock like a lollipop, though, huh? She's digging that one.
Bill, someone's saying you were talking about Buffy the Body. Who's Buffy the Body?
Was I? I don't remember. My memory's
say hi
shot.
to
Is
Nick.
anybody else having a problem with their memory?
Yes, Nick.
Yeah, Bill, you were talking about the girl from the Outcast video. It's Buffy the Body. She could have won the Horse Award.
She what?
She could have won the Horse Award. If you look at her ass, that's the biggest ass in the industry. That's a god in the black world.
Buffy the
Yeah.
Body.
That-
Buffy the
Let's look at Buffy the Body.
Yeah, she said when she
Buffy
used
the
to go
Body
to
Ventura?
school, they used to call her Duck Booty.
Duck booty. That's, why
And she-
is that good?
She was all self-conscious about it.
They're saying
Yeah,
that.
she does.
Go ahead.
She does something called the thunderclap. Like that's what she's famous for. She makes her ass clap like real loud.
Get out of here.
She makes her ass
Wait a
clap
minute. Wait,
real
is that
loud.
her? Is that her though? That other girl looked like she was actually a little
Get the
classier
fuck
than that.
out of here. Someone is saying that Coco has ass implants too. Is that
Yeah,
true?
apparently she got that shit done in Brazil. Like Coco, Ice-T paid for all that.
Look
How do
at
you
you.
get, what's
You're
an
in
ass
the know.
implant? How do you?
Dude, that's not the
Get
right girl.
outta
That's
here.
not the right
Get
girl.
the fuck out of here with the
That's
ass
not the right.
clap.
That can't be the right girl.
Ass
From the
clap.
Outcast video, that's definitely.
When you go out with a girl that can
Why did
ass
she look?
clap,
She
I
looks
don't
so
want any
much
kind of
cleaner
clap.
in the video.
No clap over here.
No clap for me, thank you.
All right, punch it out, guys.
All right,
right.
thank you.
He was in the know, that guy.
What is it?
I don't know if he's.
Wait,
if
wait.
he's-
What's an ass
Oh,
implant?
here we go. Here we
Like,
go.
what makes up
Turn
an
that
ass
up.
implant?
That's
Maybe we'll
not
hear
her.
it.
Who's this?
Apparently, it's Buffy the Body.
She's ass clapping. Do you find that attractive?
There's
Are you digging that, Danny?
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
What?
Fuck. That ass has a life of its own.
Yeah, that's just.
Oh, that's a good time right there.
That was.
That's not the girl from the Outcast video. That girl, no.
I'm not feeling that.
He's the. Just put up the what the fuck is that?
Could you go to Super Tangas?
Super Tangas.
Danny fucking knows it all.
Yeah, I was just showing Mars' website the other day.
Thank you, Chris in Boston. All right, this is Super Tangas.
Oh, Super Tangas. This is where that other one came from. This is that website that.
All right. Look,
Kiro Augustina came
these aren't bad asses.
Yeah.
There's
so
a nice,
deliberate the way. These aren't bad
like James
asses.
Kirk. These aren't bad asses.
Yeah, they're definitely better.
They're a lot better. A lot.
Super Tangas.
Super Tangas. Look at that Super Tanga.
See, there's nothing wrong with that right there.
That's a great ass.
That's a great ass.
There you go.
It's not fat. It's not. Mars just pointed at that picture and went. He made a sound. He just wanted to see it. He went. Super. Wow. Yeah. Okay. That's a sight.
I don't know Spanish, so I don't know. Where does it say next? Where's the next page?
How about the arrow?
The arrow right there.
It's universal.
Right. The arrow.
Transcends language. The ass.
Anthony, Billy B in Queens writes, "Oh my God." This is a good line. Hold on. Where is it? Oh my God. I just saw Buffy the Body. She looks like one of JJ's Good Times paintings.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's a good one.
Oh, Stacy Keebler. There you go. An amazing white ass. Good job
Yeah.
to Matt C. in Bloomfield.
Is she dead?
No, she's all right.
I don't know.
She's
You
still
never
around.
know. You mentioned as a wrestler or a girl. And
Boom, boom,
let's
boom,
see.
pow.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, 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 boom,
Let's
boom,
see.
boom, boom.
What is
we
this?
go. It's
Scrolling like
loading.
1998.
Wow. Yeah, she.
Look at this picture.
She's
Nice so far.
She's got really long legs.
Good.
Really nice legs.
hell's
That's
with
why
it?
it's taking so long to
I
load.
swear to you, this is like 1998. Downloading a picture. It's coming down like a slow curtain. Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh, there you go. There's nice.
Yeah.
See, that's manageable.
Look at you.
That's
Yeah.
manageable.
What's the matter? You need a little bigger?
So what? You know, it's what makes the world go round, Anthony. Nobody's
Certainly
saying.
is.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Mars.
I got another
you
one.
were saying when I was fucking saying that that's big, you're like, what are you fucking crazy?
I didn't say she wasn't good looking. I was like, yeah.
Mars, what do you got?
How about Jessica Biel?
Jessica Biel with the nice white
like
ass,
Jessica Biel.
But she's not all white.
Yeah, that's nice. There you go.
She's not all white.
I don't think so. I think she's got a little something going on.
Nah.
They're all whores.
Also, Daphne Rosin's coming in. Rachel Starr.
Rachel Starr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica Maximus.
Who's that?
Jesus, that might have been the
Fuck
worst.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian is so fucking overrated. It's
Thank you,
ridiculous.
Bill.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Thank you, Bill.
I'm going to tell you
All right.
why.
Go ahead.
Because, look, if I just saw her, look, I don't understand how Reggie Bush can get with her because I get it. You get with the girl, she's been with other guys, but to have actually video documentation that not only you saw, everybody else saw.
Yeah.
Like, I just see her and I don't know. I just pictured she just has jizz on her. She needs to be steam cleaned.
I think her sister's way hotter. But I'm alone in this one, Bill. You seen the sisters? The other one? The short
I
one?
just, you know what I just
She's way
laugh
hotter.
at is how hard, like, how many bathrooms are in that house so Bruce Jenner can behave himself?
Oh, right.
You know, if
Yeah.
Woody Allen gave into that fucking mess of a chick that he fucking married, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bruce Jenner and his
That
lesbian hair
disaster.
just losing his mind.
Oh, did you see that thing when they were talking about the nose job that he got?
No.
Oh, that awful fucking nose job.
Yeah, evidently he didn't like his nose, which he looked fine.
Right.
And he got, I guess,
They fucked it up?
yeah. It was the whole thing was just classic. Someone who gets plastic surgery where his nose looked fine, and in his world, everybody couldn't stop looking at it and didn't give a shit about his gold medal. So he goes out and he gets a nose job, and then people are like, "What the fuck did you do? That looks bad."
What'd you do to yourself?
Yeah, and then for like the last 20 years, he thought like everyone was just sitting around still talking about it. It's like, no, we weren't. You're bad acting on Chips Eclipse.
Oh, God, look at that lower right-hand corner picture.
Yeah, he looks like an old lesbian.
That cannot... Oh,
That's a
God
lesbian.
Damn.
If you didn't know Bruce Jenner, you would go, that has
Yeah.
to be a lesbian, an old lesbian.
That's Chaz. That's Cher's daughter, Chaz.
Witness protection.
Kai-
Kai altercation here.
How about Kai Toy? No? Anybody on that?
Who?
Everyone's coming up with their favorite ass. Pinky is the one who does the ass clap. You don't like Pinky? All right. All right. And Crystal Steele and Brandy Taylor all coming in.
Yeah, Brandy Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now wait a minute.
What was this?
Oh my God!
Look at these two. They're so fucking excited.
They're co-conspirators and asses. They just show each other ass pictures all fucking morning.
Here's a white girl for you.
Yeah, this girl's delicious.
All right, let me get a little look.
Nothing but white.
Nothing but white?
Nothing but white.
There you go.
Oh, no.
Nice.
That is a fat ass.
That's Alexis,
Nice.
Texas.
That's a fat ass.
There you go. That's from.
Crazy.
Why do you guys like the bigger ass?
You guys love fat ass.
I just...
Well, what are you going to
Look
do
at
with
that.
tits? Can I ask you a question? What is the thing with big tits? What are you going to
I'm
do with
talking
them?
about. I don't like big tits. I don't like giant
Like that,
fucking nasty
that tennis
sloppy
girl,
tits.
where her body was out of proportion. She had like triple F fucking titties, and she had the
No,
ass
those
of
are
a
Ds.
seventh grader.
Those are D's.
Just suckle on them, Bill.
Suckle.
Because you weren't allowed to when you were a baby.
For any
You
guy,
just
aren't tits fucking
What-
boring to
what, you
most guys
can't-
after like
you-
11th grade?
You can't grab a girl's fucking ass that unless it's fucking giant. You need a giant size ass. No, you get an
I'm not
ass. You can
saying-
wrap your hands around it.
You know, I always forget.
What does the big ass say?
You know, Anthony's
What does it say about
just
these
like
guys
a
that
little.
they like the big ass?
Wait, I gotta hear it.
I don't know. I just was looking at like your little bony build, and I'm just you and another little bony chick. I just picture you in like a little white trash trailer, two little bony, dirty white people just banging away in there. And just picture him riding Anthony and his awful bony legs just sticking out from underneath him.
Holy shit.
With his dirty Reeboks still on.
No! That is not the way I have sex.
Yeah, a little
mind
George
you.
Foreman grill in the nightstand. Mac and cheese just filling the air.
God.
All right, Mr. fucking Universe over there with your body.
I'm
What
not.
are you
I'm
talking
just,
about?
I'm a mess.
Laying
dude.
there, Mr. Diversity, with your red fucking pubes. Shut up.
It's more of a burnt sienna.
All right.
John on the phones, he says, Sarah J looks like her ass is on a hinge. You guys know Sarah J?
A hinge.
You know Sarah J too?
Yes.
They
How the
know
fuck
them
do you guys
all.
know all this?
They know them all.
That's when you're jerking off too much, is when you actually know.
You just know the names, what they
Yeah.
look like, their fucking
The movies
stats,
they're in.
That's like when
tail
you,
of the
it's,
tape.
it's like when like the NBA draft's coming up and you already know all the draft picks names.
Yeah.
Hey, that guy was on a fucking Mammoth State out there in fucking Montana. Really, dude? Really?
You know what's fucked up though? I'm pretty impressed with their knowledge of this. It is pretty
You know?
impressive. They're like, oh yeah, they just know.
All right, Puddle of A's is trying to bring everyone back together.
Puddle of A's.
He writes pigtailsroundasses.com.
I think we know what we're gonna get there.
All right.
This brings everyone back together, though.
Pigtails,
Oh, that girl's-
round asses.
Who was that one?
That's Sarah J.
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah.
Sarah J's all right.
She's aight.
Phoebe Cates, as far as a nice white ass. I'm trying to think.
Phoebe Cates looked pretty goddamn
in the red
good.
bikini?
In the red
You
bikini
saw
there.
her tits, right?
In Fast Times.
All
Yeah,
right.
there was nothing wrong with that.
You know something? There's so
Big Booty Judy is coming in.
Big Booty Judy.
You know something? There's so many of these girls on the internet. It's almost how is it possible to not even have a good-looking girlfriend? I don't understand this.
Yeah, you can just take your pick off the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you just go through like acting, all the arts, singing,
Right.
women in sports, porn, walking down the street, there's really no excuse.
Yeah, there are quite a few.
The phones are just lit.
Save this.
Jesse Summers is coming in.
I'll tell you what.
I want to see Big
Anna,
Booty Judy, though.
Anna Kournikova. As
Yeah.
far as forget about.
She was.
I loved all the shit that she got,
really
like because she wasn't the number one player in the world. Most girls with half her looks would just be sitting around waiting for someone to buy her a free drink.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she got to all right, I'm the 11th best tennis player in the world.
She almost got there.
This is what's coming up for Big Booty Judy.
Oh no!
This is
Come on.
That's photoshopped. Come on. Anyway, so speaking of sports, yeah.
Although I bet at a Walmart. And you ever see those fucking
That's what Ann was saying.
Really-
They're pushing the carts.
with those stretch pants on?
Just giant asses that are. I'm captivated
It
by
moves
them.
differently from the rest of the body.
I have to keep looking because it's just bizarre. It's a freak show.
Yeah, you're deformed.
Yeah, you're deformed.
So this started with a sports thing. So Phillies announcer, I might have said manager. If I did, I apologize. Phillies announcer Chris Wheeler had something fun to say the other day. It's a quickie.
He's back up again for the injured Clay Condry. Hey, Retro Night, that was a great tune just then. That was Rock Around the Clock by Bill Haley and the Comets. Bill Haley from Chester, PA.
Whoops. Rock Around the Cock.
The cock.
He's back up again for the...
When you stop your thought at that point, he still had to go with the thought.
He's back up again for the injured Clay Condry. Hey, Retro Night, that was a great tune just then. That was Rock Around the Clock by Bill Haley and the Comets. Bill Haley from Chester, PA.
Rock around the cock. Oops. Whoopsie.
What do you got, Sam? Oh, really? Really?
Oh, Sam's just come in with a tidbit, did he?
Good. By the way, DJ Scribble's coming in today.
Yeah, I see a lot of equipment here.
He's going to spin live for us. I hear he does some real...
Are these now
cool
real, authentic turntables?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Can you do a little something?
Yeah, I can. No, does he use those digital discs and then has a computer, or is it actual LPs?
Well, it looks that way because the vinyls that he has up on the turntables right now, those are those time-coded
like the
discs.
Drew Boogie thing.
I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be the same
All
thing.
righty.
Cool.
That is a miracle of modern technology, my friend. How they figured that one out.
Sam, you brought in the
Amazing.
monster, and you see the monster can. Is
The monster can.
The inflated, oversized monster can.
That takes up a lot of room in a small office. Why is there so much merchandising in our office that isn't ours?
Well, it's got to go with the Monster Cooler and the 4 cases of Monster Energy drinks.
Oh, all right.
And this leads to Sam's backstage with O&A.
Yeah.
And now, backstage with O&A, here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and it was brought up on the Opie and Anthony show that executive producer Steve C. is faking sick and taking days off like there's no tomorrow. We went to Steve himself to get to the bottom of things.
Steve, the guys say that you take too many sick days. What's going on?
I know you think I'm faking it, but believe me, it would be a lot easier just to call out than to fucking orchestrate an elaborate scheme.
Why is your immune system so weak?
AIDS.
Do you think you're taking more sick days than anybody else?
Not at all.
No more sick days than anyone else? Apparently, Opie and Anthony's opinion of the days Steve takes off are skewed. We found the Opie and Anthony interns and asked all of them who takes the most sick days.
Who do you think takes the most sick days out of the O&A staff?
So far, definitely Steve.
I think Steve. That would be Steve Carlisi.
Probably Steve. I'd say Steve.
Steve?
I would say probably Steve Carlisi.
A room full of idiot interns can't be wrong. Why is Steve faking sick every day? Has the pressure finally gotten to him? Luckily for us, Steve being absent from the show has literally no effect on how it sounds. Feel better, Steve. I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and this has been
Backstage with O&A.
Trying to get something done
we
here.
can do a do-over. I don't care.
You want to do a do-over?
Do-over. Do-over, come back.
You want to do do-over?
From our break.
Well, we got DJ Scribble in studio, and I want to hear what he's
exactly
capable of doing here. You want to try it again?
Do-over.
All right, hold on. I'm going to turn your mic is now off. I totally like that.
Yeah, but it's a little different than the original Black Sabbath that you're used to.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses.
destruction, sorcerer of death construction. In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh, Lord, yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Ha! Sicker than your average. Pop a twist cabbage off instinct. Niggas don't think shit stink. Pink gators. My Detroit players. Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn. That's dead right. If the headline, Biggie there, air night. Papa been smooth since days of under rules. Never lose. Never choose to. Bruise, cruise, who? Do something to us. Talk, go through us. Girls walk to us. Wanna do us. Screw us. Who us? Yeah, Papa and Puff. Close like Starsky and Hutch. Stick the clutch. Yeah, I squeeze 3 at your cherry M3. Bang every MC easily. Recently, niggas frontin' ain't saying nothing, so I just speak my peace. Keep my peace. Cubans with the Jesus peace. With my peace. Packing, asking who want it. You got it, nigga, flaunt it. That Brooklyn bullshit, we on it.
Sometimes your words just hypnotize me, and I just love your flashy ways. Guess it's why you're broken, you're so paid. Can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me, and I just love your flashy ways. Guess it's why you're broken, you're so paid.
Oh, that was me and Dave Navarro, by the way.
That was Dave Navarro?
On the guitar, yeah.
Wow. DJ Scribble in house.
Yeah. We're having a little technical difficulties, but I'll figure it out by the next break. For some reason, this ain't working the way it was last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened, but like,
You played it off well, though.
I was like, why can't I scratch right now? I'm like, what the hell's going on? But I'll fix it.
All right. It still sounded good to me.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's how I had it.
I was scared to turn it off. I didn't know what was going to happen if I turned it off.
Yeah, man. Me and Dave Navarro got together, and we decided to put a whole mashup thing together and just combine what we both do. Him coming from rock and roll and me coming from hip hop and dance, and just pretty much getting together and having a lot of fun with it and touring around the world with it, and just like taking records like Rage Against the Machine public service announcement and mixing it with, Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of, and then mixing it with Jay-Z public service announcement, but going in and actually redoing the entire record. So all the guitar licks, everything's Dave.
Wow, I got to hear that Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, I'm going to play that, definitely.
A little later, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're from Long Island?
Queens and Long Island.
Yeah, okay.
I graduated from Sewanaka in Long Island.
Wow. And you've worked with everybody.
Yeah, I've been everybody from Biggie to Madonna to...
You knew Biggie?
Missy. I was one of Biggie's first DJs. It was me, Puffy, and Mark Pitts going around to Checkers restaurants when I was at Hot 97 in doing the morning show, and doing the openings of like Checkers fast food restaurants before Biggie even had an album out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. I did a bunch of shows with them. It was awesome.
I'm trying to think what we could ask him about Biggie.
Did
you like the movie?
Yeah, the movie was good. I liked it. I think they did a really good job with it. I mean, the timeline pretty much was right on the money. Mm-hmm. I thought, the kid that played Biggie was, I don't know what other movie he's going to do because now he's forever Biggie, but, right. I think he did a really good job. And I got to go to the premiere, and we were all there and stuff, so it was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Was everybody who was portrayed in the movie happy? Or I heard a few people didn't quite... Oh,
no, I didn't hear that. Who wasn't happy?
I heard... the fuck is her name? I think Little Kim.
Oh, she was.
I don't know.
I think the girl that played Little Kim was
ridiculous, right?
Retarded.
Jesus Christ! You guys see that movie's good movie.
That one scene was a little.
Oh, when she's riding him.
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ, dude, it's fucking ridiculous.
I'm like sitting in the movie theater, like, God damn.
Yeah, it's like they can get away with that. This is still rated R.
Yeah,
it's pretty insane.
That was pretty hot.
Yeah,
that was pretty
I
hot.
gotta see that one. Shit.
I'm looking at some of like the bullet points for DJ Scribble, and we got something in common with him.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
I just realized. Well, we worked with Tracy.
Tracy Clarity.
Yeah, we worked with her.
Yeah. Well, I was there with her with Hot 97 from like 94 to 98.
And they brought her over to K-Rock when we were over there.
She fired me, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, because I won the DJ championship.
Yeah.
Like, they picked all the best DJs from around the country as far as radio DJs go, and it was like this big DJ battle. And I ended up being the guy for Hot 97 because Flex couldn't do all the tricks and stuff like that.
Right.
So they picked me, and then I won the whole thing, and then 2 weeks later they fired me because they couldn't have me be bigger than Flex.
Jesus Christ.
Is that a true
yeah,
story?
it's a true story. Swear to God. And then I thought my career was over, and I was like hysterical, like in tears, like talking, crying to my manager, like, how could they do this to me? And then 3 weeks later, I was on MTV, and I was like, peace.
All right, see you later.
Hey, what was Biggie like back during like those struggling days? Did he just know he was going to hit? Or
You know, he just had this persona about him that when he walked into a room, I mean, first of all, he was one of the funniest guys I ever met in my life. He's just hysterical. He's always cracking jokes and everything. But he was like this big, huge teddy bear that just was humble when he was off the stage and just doing him and stuff. But when he just got on that mic, it was just this whole other person came out of him. It was insane, bro.
Did you guys ever see that YouTube video of him from way back where he's just battling some guy in Brooklyn? And he just was, I guess he was always good. He fucking destroys this guy. This guy's like walking down the block. He's still talking about him, and everybody's going crazy, fucking spinning their towels and shit. It's awesome.
Yeah, Biggie's.
Is it worth playing on the radio?
You know what? I think the audio's a little
bad?
it's a little hard to.
Yeah.
It's more like a visual thing. You can tell he's killing him by people's reactions
Sure.
around him.
Going,
Yeah. That's what, because so many people today, you can suck and you get in a studio and they can, even you can't sing or whatever, but you could just, the guy's literally standing on a street corner destroying this guy.
Yeah, that's what all the all that auto-tune shit is now, too. It's fucking annoying as hell.
You don't like the auto-tune?
Dude, if Roger Zapp did it way back in the days, God bless him, and that Roger Zapp, Computer Love, Old Funk.
You'd know it if you heard it.
You'd know it if you heard it. Yeah.
You got that, Travis?
I think the first one that was really popular was Cher doing it. Everybody
Cher
knew
Cher
that
did
one.
it as well.
But they were doing it before Cher? Because
yeah.
that's when I
Is it the
knew
same
about
thing
it.
like Peter Frampton did?
No,
that's
talk
the
box.
That's the
Yeah.
Talk box? Yeah, but that was fucking great in the 70s. We didn't have
like that.
the
we didn't mind
internet.
it. Here's that song that DJ Scribble's talking about. So this was the first auto-tune song?
Not the first one, but they did it first. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, I hear you.
The whole.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know this.
I don't know this one either. They got a different
It's like
that was
real
more
big on the
up-
West Coast.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I ever heard this, because L.A. still plays this stuff like it came out last week.
Exactly.
Well, Tupac did it with California, right? California.
Yeah.
That's auto-tune?
Absolutely.
Yeah, now people are just sick of it. What made people sick of it? Just
What, that everybody and their mother's doing it now? And even if you can't sing, I mean, you got artists out there that are just
overused.
fucking.
Jamie Foxx.
I didn't say that.
Are you friends with him?
Yeah, I know Jamie for a long time.
I mean, come on.
No, I just think, listen,
come on.
it's a crutch. That's why I'm loving that Jay-Z came out with DOA, which is called Death of Autotune, his new single, which just abuses everybody for using it.
Oh,
So
there
it's
you
just-
go.
Yeah, so it's dope. I
Yeah, I
don't-
didn't understand. Why did Kanye West, he was doing great, and then he did a whole album with that stuff, right?
Yeah, he did all the auto-tune stuff, too. It's like, whatever. I'm like, I can't. You know what it is? Because, like, there's so much non-talent now coming out, especially in hip-hop. And, God, that's where I started. I started DJing in 1980, and I've been with, Grandmaster Flash and Africa Bambaataa.
1980? How old were you? 12 when you started?
11.
Jesus Christ! I was going to say.
You were going for the joke, but he really was 11
Yeah, I was
or 12.
11 years old.
Jesus.
So I've been DJing a long time, man. I've been doing this. I mean, I've done every, I was into
So,
B-boy.
what point did you actually have your career was going?
14.
14. So
I was in a group called the Young Black Teenagers, produced by Public Enemy. We were an all-white rap group called Young Black Teenagers, and that's how I toured around. That was my college, touring around the world with Public Enemy. I was like one of the first dudes to actually DJ with a rock group. We did the
So
So
Sisters.
you were getting like groupie pussy at like 15. There's no way you finished high school. You must have been.
No,
like,
I finished high school.
Really?
I got accepted
No
to. I got
fucking way I
accepted to
would've.
Pratt University School of Visual Arts and FIT. I was an art major. That's how I got the name Scribble. I used to deface public property and bomb trains.
Oh, the old school, like the
I
old,
was
the Death
a
Wish
real.
days.
I was a real. I was a real b-boy. Like that's what I did. Like I was a real b-boy.
What does that mean?
What does bomb a train mean?
What is b?
I used to do graffiti on trains,
right, but they
but
call
I
it
did
bomb?
not. Yeah, we called it bomb, but I
don't
didn't do just like throw ups, which were called like just those ugly ones. I used to do full murals and stuff. Like
Yeah, what's up with the ugly graffiti?
I hate just the tagging and stuff. I never really did that.
Yeah, some of the stuff is really cool to check out, but that ugly.
But
Yeah.
if you're going to do something like that, what time of night do you have to start?
There was all different times. We used to go to the Baychester layup, which was in the Bronx, to hit the 2s and 5s. We used to go there like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday.
How long would it take you to paint something like that?
Depends on what we were doing and how intricate. Everything could have been from an hour to 6 hours.
You ever have a great idea and you got halfway through it and then some security chased you out of there and you're like, fuck!
Yeah, well, to see how
I gotta
stupid
find
we
that
were.
train again.
Yeah,
now.
no, to see how stupid we were when we were kids. Like, if you go to the Halsey Street layup, which was in Queens and on the borderline of Brooklyn, you used to have to hide underneath the park train because you were on a live track on both sides where the trains were coming in.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
we were.
So what? You pop out when the trains aren't.
Yeah, then
running
we'd hide
and
underneath.
then
I
go
got
back
zapped
in.
by the third rail once, and it's not. You don't die when you get zapped by the third rail. If you just touch it, you get really messed up and can't walk for about 2 hours.
Oh, we got a good clip of a guy doing that in India.
And you used to have to hide under the trains, and then we'd come back out, and then. But we've been chased. I've been chased.
Wait
out
a
of there.
minute. You can touch the third rail?
I hit it, and you just get the most incredible, hardcore,
I would think so.
hurtful jolt you've ever gotten in your life. As long as you ain't in water, and I just got off it real quick, but I couldn't move for like 2 hours.
I thought the second you touch that, you can't
done.
move, and
Yeah.
you just
No,
you
well,
catch
if
on
you get
fire.
stuck to it and you burn yourself and you die, yeah, of course.
and you die, yeah, then you're dead.
And then you're dead, of course.
Jesus Christ!
What was the most dangerous graffiti you did?
When we got chased out of Baychester one day by another rival crew with guns, and they're shooting at us.
Why does it always end up with the guns?
It's hip hop. It wouldn't be hip hop if it wasn't a
Yeah,
gunshot.
it's hilarious.
It's, the hip-hop.
It's
It's
like-
what we do.
Can't you guys just
It ain't hip hop without a
throw
gunshot.
hands?
That's why every
Thank
song.
God no one goes to the range though, and learns how to fucking aim.
Yeah, no, we got chased by another rival crew, and they were shooting at us, and we ran the hell out of there.
You ever get shot?
No, thank God. No, it's never
Yeah,
been
that's
shot.
not a good thing.
No, being shot would be bad.
Have your fucking red spray paint can go off on you and go, ah,
Well,
I'm hit.
the night I got
hit.
actually the night I got arrested, which was the only time in my life, which was for graffiti, and it was already where I shouldn't have been doing it, and I was a grown up, and I was already in the rap
Kind of
group hanging out.
embarrassing.
Yeah, I was like 22 already, 23, and I was already in the group, and we were on tour, but we had like this whole big graffiti reunion. And I went to the 111th Street layup on Jamaica Avenue. We're doing just.
Was this a sting by the police?
Yes, it was.
It was. You knew it.
And I was with like 13 other people. I was with 13 other dudes
Hysterical.
bombing the trains, and then we're walking out, and they yoked me up, and I was the only one that got caught and got charged with all 12 cars. And what happened was, just like you said, a can of red paint exploded all over me because it was cold. And we were doing the police were doing a shift change, so they walked me in. I had my head, I lost my hat, and I have all this red paint over, and I have 13 cops escorting me because they were shift changing, and all these people are walking through the train station like I was this murderer.
You got paint all over you. Did you
Paint.
still go with the? I didn't do nothing.
I just had
do
my
nothing.
dude. I had my. I never
Prove
want.
it.
I never want to ever be in jail. I never. That was my lesson. Never do anything bad ever again after that.
Oh yeah, all that shit is.
How long were you in?
I was in for 2 days in QCB because I got caught on a Friday, so they didn't arraign me till Sunday, and then I had to do like.
What did you see in jail in those 2 days?
I had to use the
scared you?
bathroom and hold it because there was a 350-pound woman in the other cell where I would have to go to the bathroom, and I couldn't do it in front of her. And she was just watching me, like staring at me, like she wanted to eat me, and I just like no,
Never
absolutely
again.
not, and I would never go.
Yeah, I've never understood that.
And
You
that was
ever
just in central booking. So I was like, I'll never want to go
that.
through this again.
You ever see like one of those big holding cells, and they'll just have one toilet like sitting there, like where that chair is? It's like, what if you have to take a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what
what
she
you
was
gotta
watching.
do.
She's sitting there, and there's the toilet, and she's watching me. And I was like, I held it.
Do you
for
have
2
to be
days.
like, hey guys, sorry about this?
Yeah, exactly. I held it for 2 days, dude. I was like, I can't do this. No way. It's not happening.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was
Hey,
ridiculous.
and we have someone else in common.
Who's that?
We don't really know the guy, but it's legend on our show. Frankie Blue.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Frankie Blue.
Well,
was
Frankie Blue, who hired me at KTU, he's the one that hired me
Right.
at KTU. So,
And you know the audio we got of him, right?
I heard it that day it happened, and Jeff Z calls me up because he was the assistant PD, and it was just like
It's
the
legendary
biggest-
on our
oh, it's-
show. We play it all the time.
It was the biggest.
Frankie Blue. Were you at the Christmas party? Maybe
No,
we can get
I
more
wa-
info on this.
I wasn't at the Christmas party.
You weren't working
No,
there at that time?
no, I was working there, but I wasn't at the party. I was actually DJing somewhere else. I didn't do the Christmas party.
You've heard this, right, Bill?
No.
Frankie
it's
Blue. There's a Christmas
fantastic.
party for Hot 97.
Love this.
And everyone got fucked up. And what happened?
He came on the radio. He did whatever he did and got on the radio and just pretty
But
much.
why did he get on the radio again? I forgot.
He got in a brawl
he
kind
got
of with
into a
the
brawl
chick
with
that
the
was
chick.
supposed to be.
So he
yeah.
went back to the station after the Christmas party, and there's a chick DJ, and I forgot her name, and she got in a brawl with Frankie Blue, and she walked. So now Frankie Blue has to go on the air, and there's been rumors that he was he was fucked up.
Yeah, Christmas party.
But the rumors are it might have been pills as well as alcohol.
Yeah, he was definitely on something.
And he just fucked up his entire career.
Yeah, he just pretty much had a meltdown, and that was the end of his life at radio.
He hasn't been heard from since.
Why did he
basically.
go on? Was it his shift?
He had no choice.
he didn't have a shift. He
pissed
running
off the
radio
girl that was
station.
on.
Told her to go home, like kind of almost fired her on the air. He just said, "Look, you go home."
Oh, so
And
he's
then-
not an
and then-
on-air talent guy.
No, but he figured I could take the reins now. I let her go. I'll finish her shift. Be the hero here.
Oops.
Yeah.
Do we got the audio?
Please, can I hear this?
Frankie, we got the audio? Travis, we got the Frankie Blue audio? Yeah, listen to this.
Yeah, listen to this. It's great. He's
I love this
smashed. Smashed.
It's a mess.
Nelly featuring Tim McGraw.
That's not his
This
delivery.
is Frankie Blue. Now, you know, for the last several weeks, we've been
he can't even speak.
Giving you a chance to win $50,000 in cash in the Mix 1027 redo, and plus win a Toyota Scion. And I think that is going to happen tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., Ricky, RuPaul, Kim will pick a winner and go to that winner's house like publishing clearance. Or whether it's a house or it's a job. We're coming to you, baby. We're going to find you, and we're going to reward you with $50,000 in a brand new Toyota. And
Scion.
I don't see how you cannot be happy about that. This is Frankie Blue. So make sure you're listening tomorrow about 8 a.m. 50 grand prize winner. 50 grand prize winner. That's right, 50 grand prize winner.
No, it's 50 grand.
Of the redo contest of the winner of the Toyota Scion. Come on, baby. You know you want it. If you have qualified in the past several weeks, we're going to pick the winner tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. RuPaul's going to dip his big old hands in there, pick a winner, and we're going to find you. And then I don't care if it takes all day. It's worth the $50,000 in the car. All right? We have the armored truck. We've got the Party Patrol vans. We've got the
And he's
car.
not supposed to
We've
be
got
doing
everything.
this long either.
But more important
No.
than that, we got
Just
the
quick,
best
back
music
to the
in town.
music.
So why don't you give me a call? This is Frankie Blue for Yvonne Velasquez, and telephone number is, if you want to make a request, is 1-877-MIX-1027. So give me a call, okay, baby? Thank you.
Okay, baby.
Okay, baby.
Okay, baby.
Okay, baby.
That was supposed to be 15 seconds, Bill.
And then when he gives out the first, he gives out the wrong call letters.
I just committed radio suicide, pretty much, is what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Part
throwing
two is only a
yourself
minute.
on the knife.
Yeah, we need part two to
need
bring this
part
all
two.
together. So then he did this.
Mix 1027. The new Mix 1027.
That's awesome.
This is Frankie Blue. And I am so excited for tomorrow. I got Ricky and
Foster
Rue.
Brooks.
coming in the morning,
Coming in.
putting a hand in the big old barrel and picking out a $50,000 grand prize winner. The winner of the KTU Mix 102 Redo Contest.
KTU.
And also you win a Toyota Scion. Now what's going to happen is they're going to put their hand in the barrel. They're going to pick out a winner. And then they're going to fuck that winner. And that winner will be rewarded with everything. Mix 102.7, Frankie Blue. What's that?
Talking over the fucking vocal.
You're supposed to not talk over the vocal.
I just want to know what his thought process was.
I know. I don't know what he must have been thinking.
And mind you, we were on 103.5, not 102.7 at the time. And he kept scrolling out the wrong letters.
He was saying KTU.
He had it all
He was
messed
reading
up.
his resume.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Well,
really
there you go.
good.
So,
a wreck.
well, fuck, DJ. Why don't we do something here? What do you got
What do you
for
want
us?
to do?
DJ Scribble.
I'm up and running again.
What are you promoting today?
Well, I'm getting ready to go to Iraq to
Really?
go perform for the USO. I was the first DJ ever to be asked to go perform for the troops. I was in Dubai in October, and I ended up doing the USS Ronald Reagan on a whim. I was out there on vacation, and I ran into these three kids that looked like they were American. I was with my wife, and I was like, yo, where you guys from? And they're like, oh, we're in the Navy. We're from Florida. I was like, oh, yeah, what ship? And they're like, the USS Ronald Reagan. And I just was like, what? They're like, you're Scribble, right? And I'm like, yeah, how the hell you know that? You know, they follow me, whatever. And I was like, yo, man, they're like, you want to see the ship? I was like, if you can get me on that ship, I'll do a show for you guys because I have my stuff with me. So I got a call from the USO. 2 hours later, I'm on a military transport out to the ship, and I was performing for 5,500 Navy troops, which was the illest, most incredible gig of my life.
What was the coolest part of the ship?
When I got to sit in the admiral's chair, and then the admiral actually came down and gave me the hat that you can only get from the admiral, and the little coin and stuff, which was a real honor for me.
Nice.
And then I'm getting ready to go to Iraq and go to like all the bases in Iraq and Afghanistan and perform for them.
And you were in Dubai, you said?
Yeah, I was in Dubai.
How ridiculous is that place?
It's
Thank God you get to leave your records at home, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
New technology.
It's so ridiculous that it's the building. But from what I understand now, they ran out of money and they're trying to. Well, a lot of investors have now pulled out
of Dubai.
Yes, a lot of investors are pulled out, and they're not even 3/4 of the way done building. I mean, 85% of the world's largest cranes are in Dubai right now, building this place up. It's like the most incredible fairy tale land you've ever seen.
I love it.
Yeah, it's
I love
bananas.
it.
So
That fucking evil place over there.
Evil.
They got those little islands shaped like every country out there. It's like, what sort of New World Order crap is going on? That place was a junkyard 5 years ago. There's no way that's honest money. I don't give a fuck what you invented. You don't have enough money to build an indoor mountain that you can ski on.
Oh yeah,
in the Middle
that's
East.
crazy.
Yeah,
the indoor ski resort. They're building the first NASCAR. They were building the first NASCAR track out of the United States.
How did they run out of money?
I don't know. A lot of investors pulled out. Like the way the city's set up, it's like taking 5 Manhattans and putting them in different sections. So there's like Media TV City, it's called. Then there's Fun City, which they're putting in Universal Studios, Six Flags. Like then they have the Sports City with the world's largest soccer. Everything is so excess and over the top.
It's like Westworld. You guys ever see that movie?
Exactly. It's like that. Exactly.
And are these real islands, or is that bullshit?
No, what they do
islands?
is they go and they drudge up all these all the sand from in the lagoon, and they start shooting it and build the island out of the sand, and then build on top of that.
But they make weird shapes.
That sounds safe.
Yeah, one's a palm,
like
one's
the
the shape of a palm tree. The other ones are going to be the actual map of the world.
Yeah,
and then they're building a new big palm tree too. Like we stayed in that sail hotel, the A La Berge, and we watching them build it every morning. It's crazy, dude.
Amazing. All right, let's get DJ Scribble to do something for us here. The Rage song, or
yeah?
What
You want the Rage song now?
What do you got?
I was gonna play.
You do whatever you want. You know what you're doing.
Beautiful People that me and Dave did.
Cool.
Making me shit, but I'm naughty like a rock star.
Damn, DJ Scribble doing that live for us. That's pretty fucking amazing.
I gotta be honest, I never know what the hell's going on. Like, I don't understand how the whole thing works. Like, there's 2 turntables going
and a microphone,
and then you turn the other thing on. Like,
well,
so what is the one on your right? What is that's just playing the track?
That's playing the track, and then the one on the left was the one I was scratching on.
And then what you
That's the mixer in the middle that controls the whole thing.
Oh, now I get it.
Bill, please switch back and forth.
Bill, give it a try.
No.
No.
So yeah, it's another one that we went in, and me and Dave went in and redid. You know, with beautiful people
Yeah,
from
right
Marilyn
on.
Manson.
That's very cool. Let's go to Michael. Michael, what's going on?
Hey, I was in Dubai for some bullshit work thing last month, and yeah, that place, it's not quite falling apart, but like Western workers are fleeing because if you lose your job, your visa expires in a week or you get arrested.
Ah, nice.
Some of the man-made islands are apparently sinking a little bit.
Oh, that's fantastic.
All the construction is just ground to a halt. Like, you see these huge buildings, the world's tallest building. I was there for 4 days. No one was working on it.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, everything is just stopped.
Now, I believe you, but I want to know why.
They just gave up.
Like, is it because of...
They're saying that they... ran out of money in the
I thought
sheik,
they were the last place that was going to run out of money. I mean, we understand what's going on in America, but I didn't know, is affecting.
Well, there's no all the building that was going on. There's no infrastructure at all, like the plumbing and all that stuff. They didn't put that into the plan. Like all this beautiful stuff, but there's no infrastructure in the city.
Infrastructure, you mean plumbing?
Plumbing, it's fucked up, bro.
Basic
So
shit.
you can't, if you live on the 70th floor, you got to open a window.
I don't know
to
how
take
it
a
works,
dump?
but they didn't plan for any of that. They just built.
You just
without
take a dump down
thinking
the
about
garbage chute.
Oh, I see.
So it's like they
didn't
have all these trucks that pump out everything, but it's starting to become too much, and they can't keep up with the sewage.
They don't have any sewage drainage. I
No.
get it. I get
So
it.
they have
So
to
you
have
can
all these-
flush the toilet, but you
And then
walk
they gotta
out to your
drain the
car
toilet.
and you're like, oh, that's what I just shit out of me.
Exactly.
That's hilarious. I know there's a bunch of people over here that thought that was going to be the next big thing, so they went and they bought like these $1 million.
Right, and a lot of these
the big
investors have now
investments.
pulled out, and now the sheik is trying to kick everybody out of the country now too. Like it's just they're closing the doors. Like, and plus,
it's half done.
And that's it. It's half done. Like,
He was
the whole
literally-
That's great.
Yeah, the whole project wasn't supposed to be done till 2018. That's when it was supposed to be totally finished. And from what I understand now, it ain't happening.
That guy was literally the head dude over there was literally on 60 Minutes not more than a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
and they were just it was a nice
Come on, this is
fluff
great.
piece.
Come
Other
on
when they
over here.
exposed the people who were building, how they
Yeah.
were treating them, but he was just like, everything's going to be the biggest and everything's going to be the greatest.
They had
And,
people working 24 hours a day. Most of them were Indian workers from
A
India.
street viewer there, Danny?
24 hours a day around the clock.
Wow. Stephen in Florida. Stephen.
Yeah, I worked out in Dubai as an engineer in an airport out there, and the place is disgusting. They have these environmental effect rules that say that because it's so windy and dusty out there, that every crane has got to have like water, like the pouring down on to keep all the dust settled. So you got a 400-ton crane with a garden hose sitting on top of it, just splashing water out, doing absolutely nothing.
Wow.
The Palm Islands, there's no irrigation, so the water gets inside the leaf and just sits there and gets stagnant. They gotta, who knows how many millions of dollars they gotta do piping between them.
Oh,
and
you
run a
could
filtration
see like I'm looking at the Palm right now.
Yeah, the Palm
and you
Island.
could see like water. Yeah, it's sitting in there, but there's no real way for the natural tides and waves to kind of
move it around.
So that
Keep it
water just
fresh.
stagnates in there.
It's just sitting there, and it's
That's hilarious.
all the construction stopped. They knew they were running. They knew the oil wouldn't last forever, so they wanted to make Dubai someplace else to come to, even if they didn't have oil. They said, "Well, we're going to make the next big tourist hotspot."
Just
and
wait.
it's all just.
It'll just become a movie set for old post-apocalyptic fucking war movies.
They're gonna do Waterworld.
Great, man. Yeah, Waterworld
Part
5
2.
and fucking Mad Max 8. Just fucking have a pisser.
Well, this
That's
guy-
funny. You could see that palm. Like,
Well, yeah.
just looking at that as a layman, you could go, that's got to be trouble. That's got to cause
I gotta be
problems.
honest, that never dawned on me that would be a
Nope.
problem.
Rob in Toronto. Rob.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Rob.
Hey there, Rob.
I have a feeling that it's a thing that's happening with a lot of countries that that have oil producing properties. I guess is that in order to maintain these projects, the oil price has got to be up to a certain level. If not, it's not worth it for them to keep on going. So Saudi Arabia and all these guys that have like projects have to have the oil price above like $99 a barrel or something like that. And it's affecting stuff over here in Canada even.
Wow.
That is, I don't know why that's just so funny to me.
It really is funny.
It is funny because a bunch of people.
Is it,
that
can you get a
thought they
list
were-
of like celebrities who've bought places over there? Because I heard a number of them.
Yeah, there's a few people over there.
We're piling on.
Supposedly, the guy working the crane for the world's tallest building has lived in it for the last year. It's too much of a hassle to come down from it. Because I guess there's no elevators or anything.
Are you
right?
serious? Is that real?
This guy swears it's true. Chris C. from Virginia. Thank you, Rob.
No problem. Have a great show. Thanks a lot.
All right. A couple people asking where they could get your stuff, DJ.
It's in the stores right now. The new album is actually coming out July 23rd. Total Club Hits Volume 3. Total Club Hits 1 and 2 are in the stores. We actually had the highest debut of any mix CD ever of all time. We debuted at number 14 on the Billboard Top 200.
Wow.
Which was pretty amazing. And this is my 26th compilation.
Jesus. DJScribble.com, too, right?
Yeah, DJScribble.com, MySpace /DJ Scribble NY, and then Twitter, DJ Scribble, Facebook, DJ Scribble. It's like, I forget sometimes. And then we're up for America's Best DJ this year. And last year we came in third in the country. And this year we're up for number 1 again. And you could vote on that at DJtimes.com /Best DJ.
Cool. You want to play us into break with something?
Yeah, man. Little Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Metallica.
Yeah.
You like that? Would that work for you?
Stupid news. Opie and Anthony. What is it? Channel 11? Channel 11 locally. What are they doing? Some kind of obstacle course?
There's two of them doing it.
This is the news, right?
It's the news, and they're running this bad obstacle course, and now they're doing these stick the nose, the spoon on their nose trick. Meanwhile, like there's impending nuclear holocaust from Korea.
What?
There's fucking Iran is going nuts with revolution. And they're running a little obstacle course. And next is the chat room, and I guess they're going to be talking about MySpace.
Social networking and how it affects your
Some
child.
show already. Where's Walter Cronkite spinning in his soon-to-be in a grave?
Or they did they have to get dizzy before they did the obstacle course, but they didn't get dizzy enough, so then the whole bit was a bust?
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to go all in with their dumb bit?
Yeah, you know how you take a baseball bat and you spin around
it's
it? And you get all
hilarious every
fucked up?
time.
Oh,
Hilarious
hysterical.
every time.
Hysterical.
We'll have DJ Scribble in a few more minutes to do some more spinning for us. He knows Drew Boogie, too, right?
I would assume.
He knows Drew Boogie.
Right? Drew's a good egg.
The Nixon tapes, Ant. The Nixon tapes.
I love this guy,
Last
man.
we left you with the Nixon tapes was quite a few years ago.
Yes, his anti-Semitic rants about the Jews.
You know what? I think at this point they've heard all the Nixon tapes, and
You would think.
they know they're so bad that they're like, all right, how many years have gone by? All right, let's give the public a little more.
I will give him the one on the Jews. Let's wait on this one, though.
Right.
We'll wait another 10 years or so because...
Dude, nobody could survive. Like, just the shit I say walking around in my apartment to myself. I wouldn't want recorded.
Right.
This guy thought it was a great idea to have microphones all over the fucking White House and just record everything he said.
Did he ever just sing, like, random, like, vulgar songs that he makes up? That's what I do.
You light up my life. You get on the couch.
You fucking cunt.
You Jew. Where's Ben Stein, my Jew speechwriter? He used to write speeches for him, Ben Stein. That's his claim to fame.
Oh, is that right?
My Jew. Write me something the Jews are like, Ben. Write me something that Israel will embrace me for, so Henry can go over there and make me friends with the Jew.
Do you know, I read something about Nixon one time. Do you know how they, those FDR, JFK, LBJ, he wanted to be known as that, so he started referring to himself as RN, and it didn't
What about
catch on.
RMN? Millhouse was my middle name.
RN.
Millhouse.
Nurse.
Yeah. I'm an RN.
That's not too tough. Nurse Jackie, holla.
Ew.
Anyone? No? All right. Huh? You like the Nurse Jackie? It's all right, right?
You know, you're
She's
Nixon.
popping pills and fucking snorting shit and fucking doctors and taking care of patients. It's, what's her name, from The Sopranos?
You know, Anthony, you're Nixon and you're Vince McMahon are
Yeah.
Right on.
Yes.
Well, let's get into the Nixon tapes. Nixon tapes reveal abort stunner.
Yes.
Washington. President Richard Nixon saw abortion, oh boy, as a useful option for ending mixed race pregnancy.
Yes. Mixed race.
Newly released tapes yesterday's show. Where are the tapes? We got to hear this.
There's transcripts. I think you could
They
listen
just
to the
can't-
tape somewhere else. But yeah.
We gotta
Maybe
find the
just
tapes.
hearing it in his own voice is just too much for people to handle. To go,
Yeah.
This guy was our president?
Yeah.
Henry, look, where's the Hoover? I need the government to back Hoover vacuums so that when a colored impregnates a white girl, we could just suck out the fetus. Is this on? Is my recording device on? Because I want to go down in history as being the president that came up with this great idea. You know, Kennedy got credit for a lot of things. And I want credit for making sure swoogies and white people never get together. Suck it out, Hank. Suck it out. Get Ben Stein, my Jew speechwriter. I want to hit the press room with this abortion-colored white thing. I'm going to be a hero to the white community. The vast, silent majority that wants abortions for whitey and blackie.
I don't think that's a very good idea. Richard, why do you say...
Shut up, Jew, and get me a vacuum. A carpet sweeper if you can't find it.
Mr. Nixon,
For those that were useless.
are you only going to use vacuum cleaners?
No, hangers.
Hangers?
Plenty of hangers. Rattle them around in there. Mix it up and make it come out. I'll be a hero. They'll build statues toward me. No half-breeds. No mulattoes. I don't like mulattoes. I'm going to have like the Lincoln Memorial. There'll be the Nixon Memorial. Showing little aborted fetus parts all at my feet of various colors.
He thought it was a viable idea.
Amazing.
Let me run this past you, Hank. What do you say we abort half-black baby?
Well, Richard Nixon said, there are times when abortions are necessary. I know that. Nixon told aide Charles Colson on January 23rd, 1973. That's the thing about a black and a white, Nixon explained in the secretly recorded conversation. Or a rape. What is
Same
that?
thing.
Same kind of thing.
If it's a rape, it was probably a black on a white.
Jesus.
They'll build statues to RMN, Richard Milhouse Nixon. Just write me a speech. It'll be great. Fuck Vietnam. This is what I'll be known for. Pieces of children with honor. See, that's a twist on peace with honor. No, nothing.
Too smart for the room, Mr.
Damn
Nixon.
it.
Same kind of thing, you know what I mean? There are times, Nixon told his aide in a hideaway next door to the White House. What was the hideaway next door to the White House?
That was where I was able to say Jew. I was able to blurt out all kinds of horrible things. The N-word.
And I don't
recorded
mean
everything.
Nixon.
Nixon, the N-word. You fucking Nixon.
Nixon did not elaborate on whether he actually favored ending interracial pregnancies or was simply acknowledging the prevalent social stigma of that era about black and white couples.
I don't even like seeing them hold hands. I'm for chopping their hands off if they're holding hands. Kissing, pull their tongues out. Baby, Cuisinart.
Jesus Christ.
We don't need a nation of mongrels, do we? What does Spiro Agnew think of this? Spiro, he's just evading taxes.
The 37th president did not foretell in the 150 hours of recordings released by
150 hours.
by his library.
Oh, what else
So they
is in
released
there?
another 150 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's going to be more tidbits in the coming days.
What do we do about the homos? Gotta do something about the homos. They're losing the war in Vietnam for us. It's the homos.
Here, this paragraph. The 37th president did not foretell in the 150 hours of recordings released by his library, however, that the 44th president might be just such a child born of a white mother and black father. President Obama was 11 when Nixon was caught on tape.
11 years too late for me, I guess. I'm Richard Nixon, remember that. Everyone listening, remember, I'm Richard Milhouse Nixon. And I'm a horrible person with horrible ideas. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mr. President, Mongo has a question for you.
Yes,
Mongo.
Mongo.
Did RN stand for Remove Negroes?
Yes, Richard Nixon. Remove Negroes.
Why did he
was
do?
out of
Why
his
did he
fucking
record?
mind.
What was he trying to prevent?
He was crazy.
He was insane.
The guy was
It's coming out that he was just
fucking
nuts.
and he recorded everything because he actually thought that if anything happened, his recordings would vindicate him and make him look like the good guy if anyone ever tried to pull shenanigans on him. Because he always thought that people were trying to pull shit on him, which they were, but the tapes are anything but a vindication. Holy shit.
Wow.
Hey. Let's see what else this says. Nixon discussed his
Hey.
abortion views
Hey, you.
while otherwise lamenting the Supreme Court's landmark Roe versus Wade decision that day, which legalized abortion.
Yes.
To Nixon's mind, underage girls might be encouraged to quit using birth control and go get knocked up because of the high court's ruling, he said.
Oh, that's hot. Stop using birth control. Henry, get that speechwriter Jew friend of yours. Write something out about young girls not being protected and getting abortions and having sex with the Negroes. This will be big, a good distraction from me bombing the fuck out of Cambodia.
And what would the monument look like again?
It would be a big statue of R.N., Richard Nixon, with baby parts. Marble baby parts all over the show. And people would pay tribute to me.
You could use the Washington Monument to help with the abortions.
Oh, exactly. I can make it look like a big abortion vacuum. Yeah, people forget about the Ho Chi Minh Trail and think about the old Malata Baby Trail. Distractions. I want fetuses bombed like Cambodia.
Escalate.
Yes, we must escalate. Withdraw troops and withdraw mulatto baby.
You know, it's fucking him. The guy's completely out of his mind, but he still became president, even though he's actually credited, I think, with one of the biggest comebacks in
In politics, yeah.
where he lost the election to Kennedy, and then
Damn that Kennedy. He liked the colored. I don't. Never did. Never trusted them. Kennedy trusted them. Look what it got him. A bullet in the head.
You're still Richard
By a
Nixon,
white
right?
guy.
You're still Richard Nixon?
Of course I am.
Okay.
I'll be with Richard as long as I speak into this bullhorn. I'm old R.N. This is parody. Get it? I love this song. It reminds me when I was a door gunner in the Nam. I never was, but it reminds me of.
That guy was a pip. He had microphones like in paintings and desks and everywhere in the fucking White House. And some of the stuff like the anti-Semitic shit he did with Henry Kissinger right there. He's telling Henry Kissinger about the Jews. Like Henry Kissinger doesn't know like what Jews are and like where they live and what they're dealing with. Yeah. I like this one.
Who was the colored gentleman that did this?
Jimi Hendrix.
Died of a drug overdose.
Yeah.
Terrible thing. Said the Joker to so we must find some way out of here. They're yelling from the womb. Richard, help us. Suck us out.
Fucking terrible.
Hey, if you're a fan of the Richard Nixon tapes, we're going to go way back around 10.
Oh, wow.
We're going to play two classics.
Classic
From
Nixon.
the WNEW days.
Love it.
Hey, can you where can you listen to those 150? Can I download that on iTunes?
I want every bit of that. I want every second of those tapes. Those are what, PDF files though? I think those are
Nah, there's links to the audio as well.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the descriptions aren't so great, so it's kind of you're not entirely sure what you're getting. But all the MP3s are there.
If you're getting kooky,
Give me a
Nixon.
bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yes. What? Yeah, you just go to. You want some outrageous recording? It's just like,
Ah, the old bitch is up again. Make me breakfast. And then just him asleep on the chair. Hey, Henry, you woke me up. You scared me. What's going on in Hanoi? By the way, you Hanoi me. Ha ha ha. It's a tricky dicky joke.
There you go. 10:10 this morning. We'll play more Richard Nixon stuff.
Nice.
Old school.
Yeah, going back.
Way, way back. We could seg into this if Richard Nixon's still around. This is from
He doesn't leave.
a 1980s.
I had the shingles for a while. Remember when I got the shingles?
No, I don't remember.
Never knew what that was when I heard it as a kid. Now I'm me talking like Nixon through Nixon. Channeling Nixon. I had the shingles.
1980s PBS show. Listen to this.
Sock it to me.
Listen to this.
Sock it to the fetus, I say. Remember laughing when I said sock it to me? I want that vagina to open up like those wacky doors I'm laughing and have a bloody fetus fly out. Can you make that happen, Henry? Ben, get on it. Write something the Jews will like. They support me. Because I hate the Egyptians. Because they're close to, those people. I like this. Oh, a little Creedence. Creedence Clearwater Revival. There's a bathroom on the right. That's what it sounds like. Excuse me while I kiss this guy. Homo. Loved the music at the time, but it was so weird. It ain't me. It ain't me. You ain't having a son if it's half black. No, you ain't no mulatto son, no. You ain't no fortunate one, look at you. I fall to pieces each time.
From a 1980s PBS show. Listen to this.
You look like a boy, a little black boy. Everyone says I look like a black boy. You think I look dumb too, don't you? No, you look sort of like a black person. Oh, go away. Leave me alone.
What the hell was that?
Where's Sam?
What lesson?
Where's Sam? What's Sam?
Sam. Thank God.
Here he comes. Here comes one that would have had a hanger through his head.
Thank God you were born after Richard Nixon's
Exactly. You'd have never made it out alive. I swear to you, you'd be in pieces at my feet at a monument. Look at that hair. Says it all. You have hanger written all over you. Henry, pull one of my suits off a hanger and get it quick. I don't think it's too late for this one.
What did we just hear there, Sam?
Well, it's like a PBS show from the 80s. It's like a drama series, and I think it's almost like in the vein of the after school special. Where it's helps kids deal with stuff and everything. And this girl gets a perm. This little white girl gets a perm and ends up with her hair in a tight afro-like shortish looking hairdo,
like yours.
Well, mine's a little longer now.
Oh. Shorter
Before
than
the war.
Yeah. Shorter than yours.
Yeah, but just a little afro. And so I guess the insult that people keep throwing at her is that she looks like a black boy.
What year is this from?
It's from the 80s. I don't know exactly which
I don't
year. But
remember the 80s being that crazy like that.
Oh, yeah, they were.
Yeah, were they? Wow.
People are racist.
Well,
Billy said I look like a black boy.
You look like no such thing. It looks cute.
Does not.
Oh, come on.
So it doesn't
really
look cute
so
on a black
cute.
boy?
Besides, it's just a perm. Your hair will grow again. And it's not like you're really black.
Jesus, are you
Holy
kidding
shit.
me?
What is this, from 1880?
No, 1980.
What the fuck?
What's it called? The name of the show? It's on the playlist.
Many Voices, Many Visions?
Yes.
Wow. What were they trying to teach?
That it's,
Tolerance. That's how they did it in 1980.
The white people don't need to feel bad for themselves because at least they're not black.
Just kick her out of the house. Leave her at the foot of my monument. Just love the idea of him having a monument. Oh, is that a picture?
Yeah, see, that's the little girl.
That's a girl?
That's Billy making fun of her, saying,
Her
look
hair
like...
does look stupid.
But she
It
doesn't look
doesn't
like
look like you either.
She doesn't look like a black.
You look like
Kid?
a boy, a little black boy. Billy said I look like a black boy. Does not.
Oh, come on.
He looks like he's claymation.
Yeah,
it's a she.
Just a perm. Your hair will grow again. And it's not like you're really black.
Jesus. See what?
Everyone says I look like a black boy. You think I look dumb too, don't you? No, you look sort of like a black person. Oh, go away. Leave me alone. Billy said I look like a black boy. You said I look like a black person. I stay with you when you have the chicken pox. You don't have the chicken pox.
You look like a black person. Holy mother of God.
See, it's racist. People.
I cannot believe. What was the purpose
Now,
of
you
that?
know what probably happened was then they had to have a character that moved to town who was black, and then she understood what he was going through, being isolated.
Right.
But let's look at that
And she
last.
grew her hair longer and made fun of him.
Let's look at that last line though. She's basically saying that being black is way worse than having the chicken
Oh,
pox.
hell yeah. That's what she was saying.
Jesus.
Chickenpox you can get over.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And it didn't even appear to be a show on racism. It was just like on how to deal with the kids making fun of you and stuff.
It just really comes across as not having a purpose except to say black boy
Yeah.
a lot.
It's really awful.
Wow. All right. That's
It was a bad haircut.
I will
Well,
give her that.
that was
I would be
definitely-
crying with that. Although I think that was my haircut back in the day. I went to Disney once with my parents when I had a huge afro, and I was probably about 9 years old. And this woman, black woman that was working the ride, she had a pretty big afro, and she goes, "Honey, your natural's bigger than mine." My natural. So she called it a natural.
Black people like my hair.
Of course they do.
They'll like say they've asked me, "How do you get your hair like that?"
Have they asked you to get to braid it for you yet?
Oh yeah, of course.
Can you
Yeah.
make that video, please? Like where you
Oh,
like
man.
Snoop, where half of it's braided.
Oh, dude, you need
And just-
cornrows.
I would do that. Let's get someone in here to braid it. Let's braid half of it.
You want to do that? We should do that.
I want him to go ghetto prom.
Let's
do you
ghetto
mean?
prom it up.
You know, where it's like, you can make it into a helicopter and stuff.
Oh, like where
You've
you
seen the
mold it into
pictures?
things?
Yeah.
As long as they don't have to take any scissors or dreadlock it.
I would like to
Let's
just
do
see
it up.
cornrows.
Let's do a cornrows.
I think that'll look pretty good on
All
you.
right, we'll do a little cornrow action.
Carmelo Anthony it.
You guys want to?
Why don't you get it like straightened, get it relaxed, and just get like a pimp haircut?
What would that look like? There you go. There's
the
the helicopter.
hair. That ain't no shit.
All right, I don't want to
That
do
chick's
that.
hair is a helicopter. That's fantastic.
That's obviously photoshopped. Please tell me.
No.
You flat iron that shit to get the blades looking like that. Oh shit!
If the rotors work, can we actually fly that over the Atlantic? I'd pay for all the hairstyles.
No, that's real. So
No, dude, that's
real.
obviously a joke.
no.
No,
She went to
somebody
the
did
prom
not.
like that.
No,
Real,
no,
yes. She went
somebody
to
did
the
not go to
prom
the
like
prom with a
that.
helicopter.
That's the prom dress with the pregnant belly cut
Oh,
out.
Jesus Christ!
Ah, Jesus
They cut
Christ.
out the middle of the
Where do you
prom
guys
dress so the
find
belly
it?
sticks out.
It's online.
Yeah, it's
It's
online.
got to be true. It's on the internet.
Internets.
Yep. Intertubes.
The
That's fantastic. The helicopter hair.
Oh,
is
you know
the
what a new
best.
rage I have?
Oh, Christ.
When I get
Going to the prom, yo.
They're just going to the prom. Where's DJ Scribble? He should play us into break.
He's right outside.
And we got Bill Burr. Bill, you promoting anything?
I'll be at the Punchline in San Francisco.
Oh, right,
if this is
right.
legal to do this on the show anymore,
Yeah, right.
I'll be at the Punchline in San Francisco on July 13th, Monday, for 2 shows.
You know what kind of people live in San Francisco? The gays.
Weren't you from California?
The home. I was from San Clemente, the home of the Western White House. A lot further south. No homos could reach me through what are those mountains called that you have to go over to get past to the homos? I forgot. The grapevine. You can't get over the grapevine. The homos can't make it over there. They think the grapes are balls and put them in their mouths, and they stop. I lived in San Clemente.
That was a nice button you put on the end of
Oh, that tricky dicky.
Oh, yeah. All right, we got DJ Scribble in-house. DJScribble.com to see what he's up to. He'll play us in a break, and then when we get back, Jason Ellis is stopping by to say hi, right?
All right.
All right, DJ, it's yours. DJ Scribble helping us out today. You know Drew Boogie, DJ?
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
You like Drew? He's a good friend of ours.
He's really dope.
Extremely talented.
He's a very talented dude.
Yeah, he comes in and does the mix thing every once in a while.
He's really dope. He could cut. He's nasty, actually.
Wow, now I have more respect for Drew Boogie. I didn't know DJ Scribble knew Drew Boogie.
Yeah, he's nasty. DJ
very
Slice.
Cool. And what's the big plug today for everybody?
Up for Best DJ of the Year, according to DJ Times. Came in number 3 last year, and you can go to vote. Please vote, djtimes.com/best DJ. And you can check me out on myspace.com, DJ Scribble NY.
Right. I would think that would get you a lot of free cocaine, that title.
Jason Ellis in studio.
Yeah, I do all right.
Yeah,
you do all right.
You could probably get chicks to put ecstasy in your ass, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
You ever done that?
Is that better? Is it better that way?
It is better that
Up
way.
the ass?
It is. It's always better up the ass. I've always said that.
No matter what it is.
No, I have a T-shirt and a tattoo that says it. I stand by
It's
it.
always better
Yeah.
up the ass.
Yeah.
I think that was a slogan for United Airlines back in 75 or something.
I think one of them was reading it to me on the plane last night.
It's fantastic.
Ecstasy up the ass
on that thing.
DJ,
Yeah, it works good.
Any drugs up the ass there, DJ
I've
Scribble?
never done ecstasy up the ass.
You've never lived until you've chucked an E-bomber up your butt. I've also said that before.
I heard it hits you a lot faster.
It does hit you a lot
that's what it's
faster.
about.
And when you do ecstasy, a lot of it, I used to always want to poo when I did ecstasy. If you shove it up your ass, you don't want to shit because you know you shit out
You're
your
gonna waste
ecstasy.
it.
And it's like a mental thing where your ass goes, we're going up instead of out today. Which is because
Right.
I don't. So the greatest feeling when the ecstasy kicks in, the greatest feeling is usually my fucking 45 seconds on the bowl taking a shit with my eyes rolling into the back of my head. If you get somebody to shove it up your ass, then you get eyes rolling in the back of the head in the club with a chick on your dick. You know what I mean? That's the fucking. That's what
Is the buzz different? Not as heady?
Wow, I thought you were like a professional. That was hilarious.
Is it a little different?
It is a little different.
Yeah?
It is. It comes on faster, and I think it's strong. You get more money, more bang for your buck, so to speak. Yeah.
Wow,
Bill?
goddamn.
Ecstasy up the ass.
No, I haven't
Never?
even taken it orally yet.
Really? How old are you?
41.
Too
late now.
You're done. Yeah.
I like that's like a
missed
bad thing.
You could
you
could
missed
smoke-
out on the ecstasy.
Missed it.
You can
Yeah.
smoke the kids' marijuana these days. The kids' marijuana will fucking trip your balls. It's no joke anymore.
Yeah.
Used to be smoke. I used to smoke weed, go to the skate park and learn a new trick. I smoke weed now and I'll fucking wake up out of a coma with my dick halfway in a chocolate cake. Shit will fuck with your mind.
In
dude.
the old days, you just got a bag full of like fucking shake and thought it was great
Yeah,
stuff.
no, Miss
you roll
Mickey.
a big fat joint, you just smoke and go, yeah, I'm high. Now it's like it doesn't even look like pot anymore. It looks like some kind of shit that turns into those bean pods that you
Hybrid.
fall
It's
asleep
a hybrid
next
of
to
a
and get all
hybrid.
fucked
Like
up.
an 8-headed fucking
Yeah,
wildebeest.
with like veins in it that are
Yes.
actually pumping
There's
blood.
arteries in it.
It's pumping blood through the fucking.
It's
bud.
Hulk weed.
Yeah.
Dude, you should see L.A. now with it's like at Starbucks now.
Let me
Really?
tell you a story
Yeah, that's what
about
I
that,
hear.
because you're talking to the guy who has the license, who fucking goes there. I'm old and I've got kids, so I'm not allowed to smoke weed anymore, but I do from time to time because that's how I rebel and get connected to the kids, because I believe that the future needs to connect with the kids, and the kids are high, so I just do it for relating purposes, which is a lie. Which is a lie. I like marijuana. But my whole life I've wanted to do it legally. Yeah, Amsterdam, I did it legally, but you end up getting a blowjob from a hooker, and it takes away from the excitement.
You do
of getting-
everything that's legally.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
fucking I got a doobie at the store, kind of after you just fuck 5 hookers and you ask one of them so you jack off in front of them for $7.50. Shit starts to wear off about the marijuana.
Yeah.
But the marijuana now in LA, I go to a store, I walk in, and I go, because I'm 37, I pay taxes. I'm not a millionaire, but I make all right money enough to walk in instead of asking for a bag of marijuana. I say I'll just take a pre-rolled. And they're like, which one do you want, sativa or whatever? Because there's different things that it'll do to your mind. Because it's not the same anymore, man. The things that it does to your mind, you can say, look, I want to fucking relax.
That's what I was getting to.
It's
Yeah.
just
Oh, really?
weed.
It's designer shit?
Yeah,
It's
or you can say,
ridiculous.
I want to be creative.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to God, dude,
fucked up, man.
You just go and go,
Used
I
to
want
just be
to get
fucking
creative.
hot.
They have one where you get high, but you don't get sleepy. They get rid of
Yeah,
that whole
no,
getting
sativa.
sleepy.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
you still
Sativa.
All the medical
You're
weed,
going
it's
for
all
it. Your
different
mind
versions.
is shredding.
And these places are popping up all over California now,
Yeah,
right?
there's
There's
a
no
couple-
reason to
it's
buy
like-
illegal weed anymore. That's
And all
the
you have
bad
to
shit.
get a note that says you got migraines or something, right? That's
Yeah,
it?
well, I broken 25 bones or whatever, so I just
you
showed the
need-
lady my ankles. She was like, "Oh my God, you can hit
Here
your
you go,
license
whatever you
and
want,
pass."
whatever you want.
Yeah, take whatever you want. Please, just get out of here. Put your shoes back on.
We're going to legalize this shit.
Yeah, it's
in
going to
our
be so
lifetime.
Awesome.
That's crazy.
Isn't it the greatest thing ever?
I think we
everyone
should.
gets to drink. There's fucking all you can drink in a bar, all different different colors and different fucking cans of shit for you, but you're not allowed to smoke a fucking joint. Like, when was the last time someone smoked a joint and did something really bad? Except,
yeah, but that's because it's drugs.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, alcohol, it's pure.
Alcohol's a drug. Wow, that was such a fucking Ku Klux Klan comment.
No, I just like listening to people like always flip. Alcohol's a drug too, man. And they go off on that.
I think.
stuff.
I don't think alcohol. I think tobacco.
Dangerous.
If you make tobacco legal, then marijuana should be legal. That's all I'm saying.
They should just legalize all.
Bill, you've been in some of these places?
No,
Because you don't really smoke pot.
No,
or anything,
I
right?
can't. I can't handle the fucking paranoia. Do they have a? I'm not going to get
that it?
paranoid.
Yeah, no, they have an old like I'm just trying to get back into the game weed. Just for you.
I'll take that.
Just
I'll
tell
take
them.
that.
Tell
What
them,
if
like,
I
look,
was
man,
never? I
fuck,
was
I'm 40,
never
I
in
got
the.
kids and shit. Don't fucking freak me out. Give me some mellow juice.
Now you're talking my language because I think I want back in.
Dude, I'm
but
gonna
I
hook
can't
you
go
up.
back in with this crazy
This-
fucking over the top shit.
Dude, I'll hook you up with the lollipops. They have lollipops that are lightweight
Rogan has
shit.
turned us on to the lollipops.
And they barely do anything. And if you're a rookie or you're just getting back into the game, it's sufficient. Same as they have.
I'm back in single A.
That was my,
I'm single A ball right
Dude,
now.
that was my mistake. I went to the Black Diamond.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I went right back to the
Oh, you
fucking
wanna hear the
Black
I
Diamond.
got the
I'm
Black
like, all
Diamond.
right, let me. Holy shit, am I fucked up?
It's like a hooker going back into the game with a 12-inch black cock.
Yeah, you got to stretch
You
that
get
out
fucked
slow.
straight back out of the game. Yeah.
Well,
You gotta
I
stretch
got high
yourself,
once.
man.
I got high once, and I didn't like the whole smoke. I just didn't like the feeling of that. So then I ate 2.5 pot brownies, and I went to the airport.
Huge mistake.
Why'd
Went
you
to
go
the
to the
fucking
airport?
air because was flying to Costa
People
Rica.
can fly. This is fucked up.
Dude, I was so freaked out. I wanted to just stand up on the plane and admit to everything. That's how fucking paranoid.
Eating it's harder. Eating it makes you even higher. I don't like that.
That's what I hear.
But Anthony,
definitely.
you admitted on the show that he got back in the game, and it was
I
just
did for a little while,
and it was crazy, right?
I would say for about a month.
Yeah.
And
the first
it got to
time,
the
hold
point where
on,
I was like,
the first time you got high after all those years,
Yeah.
what was it like? Just holy.
fucking great.
But were you
Yeah.
like?
But I was so fucked up.
Yeah.
And then after that, it started turning.
Isn't it always the way fucking great ends up being so fucked up?
And then it got to the point where if you have a couple of beers
Yeah.
and then smoke a little, I was fucking, no matter what I was doing, boom, asleep, gone, fucking
Yeah, the beers
passed
don't
out.
work. The beers don't work together.
But I
They don't
love
mix.
the beers.
Well, you've still got the beers, correct?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
then just fucking be happy with that, asshole.
I
I'm not
am.
allowed to have
trying.
any
So I
beer.
got kegs in my house now.
You-
That's what,
yeah,
that's
rub
what
it
the
in, why
pot
don't you?
Fucking drove
he's
me
got
to.
2 kegs. He's
Pot
got-
told me I can't smoke pot. Now kegs in my house.
Yeah, he's got Bud
motherfucker.
Light
I'm the
and
opposite.
Guinness.
I can't drink, so I've
You
got...
grow weed all over your.
I don't grow weed. I just go to this
No,
fucking
just go to
goddamn weed Starbucks. Half the time I go and buy it and I don't even smoke it. I just can't get over the fact
That you could just
I
go and
walk
get
in,
it
I'm like,
now.
hey, so what are we talking about? This strain, that strain, what's that one do?
Just wanna
Really?
buy it.
What are those lollipops? Are those drinks? Are those ice creams get you high? Well, fucking give me some. Fuck you, I pay taxes. I make more money than everyone in this goddamn building. Everybody give me a piece of all your weed. And then just leave it in the car legally.
It's like completely fucking okay.
So good.
Yeah, and you could smoke it in public, or is that a problem?
You can allegedly smoke it in Venice Beach in public.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do that.
because I heard like you could buy it, but you got to like fucking rush home and smoke it in your house with the blinds
I
shut. or
walk
something.
out. I walk out with the steel. I have the pre-rolls, and it comes in the glass, so you can take a puff, put it back in the glass, seal the lid, and it extinguishes it, and it's like it didn't even happen.
Was there a little prescription label on it and shit?
It's the sickest thing ever. Sometimes I'm like,
yeah.
you're my only fucking
That's
friend,
fucked
man.
up.
I swear to God, I love you.
Farrah, you see this because you're out in L.A.
Yeah, I
You
got
see it
I got a
everywhere.
couple buddies of mine. They like one dude really fucked up his back, and just the quality of shit that he looks at just like the illegal stuff, like people making beer in their bathtub. Like why would that's horse shit?
See, I thought there
Yeah.
was maybe a couple places out there, but you're telling me it's like popping up like
No,
Starbucks.
people are starting to complain about it. Like I think in like Glendale, is it? Or
Old
somewhere?
people, man.
Yeah, right.
Got nothing better to do
And-
than complain.
And the other thing,
They'll
why
be
would
dead
you
soon.
Dead soon.
why would you get high before you flew to Costa Rica?
I feel better when you say that.
Why would I do that? Because I was.
No, you were. Why were you
I
going?
just thought I was gonna have that. One guy smoked it. I loved it.
Right.
But I was just like, I don't like.
Were you going on vacation or
Eating
something?
it's
Yeah.
like mushrooms.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like borderline hallucinating. I actually went into this Johnny Rockets. Is my girl was trying to get me to fucking calm down because I was flying, and there was literally this kid all the way across the restaurant just
Staring at
going
you.
like I got and the fellow was right behind. I literally felt like I was this close to understanding what the fuck the kid was saying. Dude, it was brutal. It was brutal.
That's classic.
And then I would just see something, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I mean, talking like tears. And I was like blocking my face because I was so paranoid that people were going to see me. It was not.
You were fucked
Yeah,
up.
you got to
Dude, I
embrace
stuck
that.
my I was sticking my passport in. You know where you either put the credit card in or you slide the passport. I was sticking the passport into the credit for like a minute. Until finally this lady comes up to me. She comes up to me, the lady at Continental, she just takes my passport and just sort of swiped it. And then I went, oh, thanks. And I swear to God, I looked to the left and I laughed for like, I think 3 minutes. I mean, I'm talking like high school cafeteria, beat red face, crying, laughing. And then after that, that's when, like, the paranoia. I never told this story. Dude, I went to go through security, and now I'm in total panic. And I'm just like, I have, like, no experience being high at all, so I don't even know how to handle it. I'm just like, please, I'm taking everything off. And I made it all the way through. And I'm literally gathering my shit out of the tin. And then one of the security dudes, this black guy, it was a few years ago, he's like, yo, my man. He goes, yo, Chappelle Show. And I was like, oh, fuck. He goes, when's that coming back? And I looked to the left again and laughed for like 3 minutes before I could finally compose myself and be like, I don't know, man. And I always felt bad because he probably thought I was this arrogant ass. Like,
but you're just fucked up.
Oh, no. Dude, I remember this guy came walking through. He had this big nose, and he had his hair feathered back, and my brain was like, his name is Larry. And it was the funniest thing I thought I'd ever heard. Oh, he was also like, he had a soft serve ice cream. And I'm dying, laughing, crying, and I'm blocking my face. 100 people can see me. I just don't want Larry to see me. And I'm just blocking my face. No, it was brutal. It was fucking brutal. I never did it again.
No,
that
was it.
I I was like weed hungover.
Yeah, that happens too. That's cool.
Yeah, you know, like when your foot falls asleep really bad? I felt like I had a ball of that sitting on my head. It was awful, dude.
When you're real fucked up and you start coming back down, that's a good thing. You're like, all right.
Oh, and you know you're not going to die?
Yeah, this is good.
It's always a good vibe.
I'll be permanently
I think
retarded.
I'm going to make it through this one.
I had that thing where I smoked so much weed that I thought I could understand somebody else's language. I was in Paris and I was in the back of some room and they were all smoking hash joints and there was these girls that were about to do a performance in a boat and they all had crazy tattoos. One girl had steel teeth and these brandings on each other and the one girl had red stars tattooed on her tits, and her nipples were inked. So somebody had inked her nipples.
Holy shit!
And then the other girl had a forest tattooed on her vagina. And I'm in this little fucking box talking to all these dudes, and they keep passing around, which is kind of stupid because I'm like, there's got to be fucking 20 doobies in this room, and there's only like fucking 10 of us. Why can't we all just hold one each? But whatever, you fucking Euro cocksuckers, just keep passing around. I don't care. So then all of a sudden they're talking like a bit, and they're like, oh yeah, this one likes me. And he's like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, of course. I love her. Great. She's fucking got steel teeth. I'll fuck her. So then this one's asked me if I want to see her vagina. And I totally know that she said, do you want to see the vagina? But she said it in fucking French. And I'm so high that I know she said it according to my fucking stone brain. But then, just to prove that I was right, she came over and showed me her fucking vagina. Right? And I was like leaning over down here. So I couldn't, because there's no wall. There was no... I couldn't sit upright. It was too little of a room, so I was down here. So when she pulled her vagina out, my face was in the beef. And she had a full-on bush, like a fucking forest. It was a beautiful forest, tattooed over her vagina. And then they took me out because they loved me and they wanted to do me. They both took me out in front of the stage before the performance. I was standing in the bit, the bit where you jump over and security beat you up. I was in that bit. So I am fucking gone out of my I don't even know what the fuck. I think it was an ecstasy session beyond belief. But all these hash joints, and then these ladies had a fire-breathing thing. They had all balls on their fucking elbows and shit, throwing fire and blowing fire, and the fire was going over my head, and the fire that was going over my head, the gasoline was dripping down on me, so I had like warm fire gasoline on me, while this chick with steel teeth and fucking brandings were fucking having lesbian sex with each other on the stage with fire and lesbians, and I was like, get the fuck out, there's nothing fucking better than this. Somebody passed me a cigarette. I didn't even smoke, I just wanted to feel the vibe. And then I go back to the hotel saying to myself, that's the greatest night ever. And as I'm getting out of the taxi, I see this black chick who was being flirting with me when I left almost a day ago, and she was leaving and she was in a taxi, and I was like, come on, come out. And then she came out and we got a drink, and then she went to my room, and I didn't know at the time, but she was a hooker. But, but she did this thing on my penis that was like, you know how, Paris Hilton's not very good at it, but you know in the video how she does the swirly hand thing?
Oh, swirly
She did
hand.
swirly hand thing with her uterus.
What?
She stood up. It's fucking gnarly. She stood up over me. I'm lying on the bed just like, okay, wow, here we go. Because she was completely in control. I was like, wow, I'm a baby and I'm about to get my fucking... she's fondling a baby. I could almost call the cops and get some money out of this. But she stood up. No, I think her hands might have been on my chest, but oftentimes she was balanced perfectly just on her feet in this crutched up thing, like knees high. And she would go swirl down on the penis, swirl up on the penis.
Wow.
Swirling up and down, like this fucking crazy Jamaican fucking blowjob vagina sex. And I was tripping balls just watching my dick like it was Evel Knievel jumping over a fucking 100 buses. I was like, you go, boy, you go. I was so pumped on my penis that day.
Damn, that is a fucking night.
It is. Tony Hawk, once again, thank you.
Fucking night.
He wasn't there, I'm just saying.
Tony Hawk was so fucked up you understood French.
I completely spoke
fluent
French for at least 2 hours.
That's all right. Tony Hawk was skateboarding in the White House the other day.
He was. They wanted me to call him on my radio show. They were like, call Tony. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, do you want to talk to Tony in the White House? I was like, yeah, of course. Can you call him? I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You want me to call his cell phone while he's in the White House? And you know my show, I'm just going to go, hey, man, like, will you smoke some weed in there? Or take it, piss in somebody.
Steal something.
Go into the bathroom right now and piss on the floor. You know what I mean? And then say...
Leave an upper decker.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to insult the guy. He got to the White House. Let him just have his moment. Why do I have to bring it down with the Jason Ellis show? So I didn't. I refused to call. I shut it down.
Oh, look at that, using
There
a
you
little
go.
common sense.
He's
The
done
last
enough. He's done enough
granule
for
you
me.
had.
Yeah, I know. It's really, I usually would do that.
I was listening to you recently. Fedor was on.
Yeah, Emelianenko.
And you were trying to get him to punch you or something?
To kick me. Fucking took forever. Fucking goddamn
Did he eventually
illiterate
do it?
cocksucker.
I didn't.
What?
I didn't get to the end of the show.
No, he did. He kicked me.
Because I had
twice,
shit to do.
because the first one was a pussy kick.
So for real, you got Fedor to kick you?
Yeah. It was really weird, too, because I had to say some stuff about... I was like, how many kids do you have? And he said 2. And I was like, how many baby mamas do you have? And everybody in the room was like, whoa. And I'm like, well, fuck, it's a legitimate question. And then the answer was 2. So I was fucking right. He's a killing machine. He's the greatest fighter in the world. Don't tell me you only fuck one bitch. It's impossible. If you're the fucking toughest man in the world, you are slaying bitches all over the place. This is what bitches want. Rock stars pretend to be the toughest men in the world. This man is the toughest man in the world. Everybody wants to fuck him.
And he kicked you? Good?
And he kicked me. The first time he kicked me, and it was kind of hard because he's got a really good technique, so it landed on the bone, so it doesn't take much. And I moved back and hit the couch, and I got up, and I was like, come on, man. And he's like, no, someone else do it. And I was like, come on, did I need Fedor to kick me? And then the only time I could tell that there was someone in there, because it's hard to read that guy because he's so...
He's a robot.
And I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck he's saying. He doesn't look amped about anything. When are you going to kill somebody? You know what I mean? Show me the death. What does it look like before you die? Because I know that some people know that because he's a killing machine. So we had eye contact, and I was like, come on. And I could see we don't speak English. He doesn't speak English. He was like, really? Do you really want... And I was like, yeah.
Fuck, yeah.
Fuck that, and I mean, he checked to see. And I think in the first kick, because if you don't have conditioning, because I've been training for a couple of years now, if you don't, the first time I got kicked without any training from a kickboxing friend of mine, Kit Cope, he kicked me, and the next day I got internal bleeding, and I had to get a had a blood clot in the back of my leg and all this shit. So my legs like toughened up a lot more from then. So he was like, okay, and I was like, all right, do it. And he still didn't. He delivered, I would say, 50% of what he would usually do. For one, he had jeans on, and every day for like 5 days, every time I took a step, Fedor.
You just felt that shit, huh?
Just felt like a little lump on the bone right there.
What kind of kick was it? Like
just a leg
front
kick?
Of the foot, kind of.
It's just
like
no,
that, or did he?
You don't kick with the front of your foot. But it might look like that when you watch fights. You actually kick with your shin bone. If you kick with your ankle or your foot, you fuck your foot up.
So
it's with your shin. Your shin hits the femur. And the guys, they condition their legs so much that their shin bone is thicker, and the muscle on the shin bone moves off out of the way from doing it for 10 years. So their bone, if he came in here right now and just put his shin bone on your femur, you would go, ow. And you'd be like, oh my God, imagine if he actually threw the leg.
Kicked me with that fucking thing.
Yeah, it's an amazing technique.
And the lawyers try to get involved with your bit?
No, nobody did anything. Nobody's really listening.
That's always handy.
You know what?
Hold
on. We'll give you a little advice. Enjoy it.
No, I was just about to say that.
Being under the radar is the best. I mean, we play some of our old tapes every once in a while on this show. We're like, how the fuck did we get away with
Once
doing that?
management
We're
looks at
playing
the
that.
screen and sees, beep.
Yeah.
Wait, what do we got there? There's something on our radar.
Because you're obviously on your way up, and you're
Bad.
going to be on the radar, and then you're going to be like, oh, motherfucker.
I am? I better
Motherfucker.
My wife better get some Asians
No, you don't want to be on the radar.
to come
It
home
sucks.
for me.
They watch every move.
Really? Those fighters, man, that's just a whole nother fucking level of toughness.
Oh, yeah. We see these guys come in, and it's like, fuck.
It's what you do, though. You know what I mean? You're just saying,
Yeah.
it's like, that's crazy because of that, but it's like, what about you guys on the radio? What about you as a fucking comedian?
Yeah.
You know
Dude,
what? No one can be as
no.
funny as you. You're
When
you're a fucking champ. You did your whole
move
life.
the
at it.
muscle off of your fucking shin bone, dude. There's nothing.
It
I got.
happens.
I got nothing. No. I'm saying
it's-
this. You can't. What am I going to
'cause you
compare
can't
that
see
to?
inside your mind. You can't see
Hey,
inside
what's up
your
with
mind.
this Obama? Is this guy wacky? I mean, come on. It's
Don't
really
put your-
not.
hey,
It's really
play
not on the
yourself.
same fucking level.
You're putting yourself down.
These
Come
guys,
on.
No, these guys make you realize you're really not a man when they come in, like Liddell and fucking Fedor, and who else have we had?
Dude, they're the few,
Rampage.
they're like the few
You're like,
guys.
I'm nothing.
you know what?
You're
that
nothing
shit
in the
is
ring,
like,
but that's not saying it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but we all want to be a tough guy. Every single guy
Yeah,
wants to
I
be
guess
a tough
so.
guy.
But this is the thing, though. If you never committed a crime, you never did any time, that's your big question. Like, could I somehow survive prison? Those fucking guys, if they've never been to prison, all those MMA, they'd be fucking running the place.
Yeah.
That might be a bigger statement because you
You'd
got to
be.
deal with, like, people
You know what,
stabbing
though?
you
Yeah,
and
if you're
shit,
really
but-
big and you can take a punch, it might work out worse for you because you're going to take way more to shut you off. Do you know what I mean?
That's true. That it
And-
might come
and if-
after you more.
Best
to-
thing
If
sometimes is to be shut
Rampage
off.
goes to jail, I'm not one-on-one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then
I'm
you're
like,
gonna
I'm
get
like, yo,
5
dog,
guys on you.
let's take this guy. And when I say let's
Fuck
take this
that.
guy, I'm talking to that whole pack
Six
over
of them
there.
jump on you and you go to the ground and you think they're going to lose. It's like those action movies, and all of a sudden the pile just starts fucking moving. And
MMA
guy comes up with
thrown
fucking
off all
joints and
dudes
limbs
don't-
and toes.
beating the other people with the other guy's limbs.
Oh, yeah.
What else have you done on your show lately, Jason?
I had who did I have? I had MC Hammer on the show, and it was weird because I just heard you with him, and
Oh,
how he
yeah.
was saying that he didn't, he meant to spend all his money, and I was just calling bullshit on him for that because I'm like, you accidentally fucking went bankrupt, like out of your fucking ass, you did. If that's what gets you through the day to believe, so you can not shoot yourself in the face, I'm cool with that. But don't come in here and try to back that. Look, man, I was trying to take care of all my brothers and keep them off the streets for one extra day. How about staying in business? That would have kept your brothers
Right,
off for
right.
the rest of their lives.
Yeah,
but we ended up being friends.
We
but-
should have pushed him more on that because it
Yeah,
was a
'cause you
weird
did-
story.
I noticed you. Who
But
else
he
was
was,
here?
he was pretty shaky about even talking about
Yeah.
that shit,
No,
though.
but you can tell it did something to him. He
Yeah.
has an effect about it. He talked about sports, all the other sports he's in, and boxing and stuff. And I was like, you wouldn't stand a chance against me in boxing. He's like, oh, I've been boxing since I was 9. And I was like, well, and I can see in and he's like, and I can see in your eyes that you don't want any. And I was like, my eyes can see that your nose is dead straight, and anyone with a dead straight nose can't fight for shit. You wouldn't last 10 seconds with me. And that was when it got heated, and then it mellowed out to the point where I was like, at the end of the day, he does have the #1 selling song ever, doesn't he?
Is it
Something
ever?
Like that. I don't know
It is
that
ever, I
goddamn
believe,
song.
and it now will be forever thanks to the internet.
He employed half of Oakland at one point.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
And then the second he ran out of his money, everyone left him and no one helped him out. I think that's why he has that look on his face. He learned one of the hardest.
Oh, yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Well, now he's trying to make the comeback. He was
That
here with
last
just his
dollar he
son.
spent.
No entourage this time.
Good, smart.
Just one guy.
We
with
learn
his
by
kid.
your mistakes.
Yeah.
And Bridget Nielsen was on the other day. She was really good.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
she's
Yeah.
fucking crazy
Is he
bitch.
still
She
out of her
really
mind?
is a crazy bitch.
You get a lot of good fucking guests because you're
Who's
out
that
there in
again?
LA.
It's because I'm on your fucking deal, dude. I'm telling you, I'm starting to get on the radar. Opie
Nice.
Anthony and all the XM people are
LA
like, hey man,
helps.
Yeah, we
I
play
heard
the
your
best of Jason Ellis on the weekend. So, what is she doing these days, Bridget?
she got a bunch of reconstructive, I don't look old and on crack anymore things,
shit.
so she looks a little hotter. Humongous bitch, though.
Oh, yeah.
Humongous. Would love to do her. But after,
Yeah,
because
like
I've
that
always,
giant bitch thing.
I always envisioned that she would be really good orally. I would think that her blowjob would be. I would like to switch all the lights off, and there'd be like maybe some sort of sex alien monster blowing me. Because I say that there'd be shit that'd be going on that you wouldn't even know how it's possible that there's something rubbing that region while something else is happening. I'm pretty sure she could have a conversation, a cup of tea while she's blowing it. She's got a mouth on her. But she ended up reminding me of my mother, so that went out the window.
Ah, shit. Yeah, that's
My
the
mother's
worst.
she's
Can't have that,
she's
though.
insane. She can't hear it. Yeah, she's completely insane.
Me and
So
you.
is, and so
Me
is
and you,
Bridget
Jason.
Nielsen.
Me and you.
Yeah.
It makes for good radio having a
I
Insane
guess,
mom.
you know, it, kinda made you who you are.
Yeah,
Dear
defending
old
dudes that
mum.
offer me speed when I'm 10 years old, still to this day. He didn't know what he was doing. Oh, my God, Mum! He offered me fucking speed when I was 10! How do you defend this man? Oh, it was a tough time for him. I'm like, fuck you, fuck it. That's it, I'm out of here. I can't continue this conversation.
And what were you telling me outside the studio about Perez Hilton's friend?
Oh, Perez.
Because I
that's
never
right,
got
had-
I never got the ending of the story. I had
Yeah,
to take a
Jeffree
leak.
Star came on my show, and he's like
I
a
don't know
really
Jeffree
hot
Star.
dude. He's a chick. Like he looks like Rene Russo, but maybe when she was 18. He's had full face, nose, lip. He has like puffy lips, this red hair thing, really skinny arms. So he looks kind of like he's covered in tattoos. He's kind of like a really hot chick, but it's a dude, and it doesn't have.
Is he
tits.
trying to be a chick?
No, it's weird.
Why?
He's a gay guy dressed like a girl, but he doesn't take pills, so he has no titties and a penis, and he likes to fuck dudes that aren't gay, and that's his story.
That's his thing?
He was going on it big time, and of course, he wanted to do me, and he's like, I just want to suck your dick under the table right now. I was like, well, that's not going to work out. I'm married. And he's like, well, it's not cheating. I'm a guy. And I'm like, well, I tell you what, if my wife says you can blow me, you can fucking blow me under the table. So, like, half the people got it, and half the people called and were like, Dallas, I fucking work construction. All my friends work construction. You're fucking freaking us out right now, man. You do not even, like, take this serious. You cannot let him suck your dick. I'm like, come on, man. Just leave it up to my wife, man. It's not neither here nor there for you or me to decide. Just let it. Fuck, man, you're freaking me out. I was like, God. And then afterwards, when I left,
damn.
Did you get the wife on the phone?
Yeah, she called me on the phone. I didn't get it on the radio. She called because I had to leave to get on a plane to come here. I leave and she's calling me, so I'm walking behind Jeffree Star as my wife calls. I'm like, babe. She's like, what's going on? I just wanted you on the radio. This guy wanted to suck my cock, and I was going to have you on the air to whether you decided to suck the cock or not. And she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, let me just hold. He's talking to me. He's like, let me just hold it. And he's fucking. He's licking his lips, and he's getting really into it. And he's thinking because he's like, all gay guys want me to suck their cock. And I was like, oh yeah. I mean, all straight guys want me to suck their cock. Yeah. So I'm like, well, I really. So she's in the parking lot and she's staring at it. She's like, what about if I just touch it? Let me just cup it. And I'm like, really? I can't do that. It would have to be my wife's decision. My wife's on the phone, who's half Mexican, saying, you better tell that motherfucker to shut the fuck up. And she's like, what's she saying? She's saying that, no, you cannot blow me. I'm trying to do it in a polite way because the dude, he has like a, what is it when he has a taser in his pocket? He tases people and he fights people and he punches bitches in the throat. He's a very angry
Jesus.
gay man. It's very.
He could tase you and then fuck you in the ass, and you.
No, he will.
Can't
That's
even do
the
anything.
Thing. Very angry.
Take it.
What's his claim to fame? I don't know.
His claim to fame is he knows Perez or whatever the fucking fat homo's name is. Knows that fat dude, and learned from him how to do. Shock. She wants a TV show. Sorry, he wants a TV show. Hey, look, I have a song. Single with auto-tune. Such fucking bullshit. Auto-tune. Everyone sounds like fucking Cher, but no one's fucking...
Exactly. Just talking about that.
That's what DJ Scribble was saying in the
Scribble,
back
it's fucking pathetic. Would you agree?
It's horrible. It's
I'm
the
like,
worst
great,
thing
you
ever.
guys are bringing back Cher. When that song came out, she was over with. And that was 20 years ago, and now you're bringing it back in the club.
She better focus on her daughter there. What
What did her daughter do?
Sex change.
That's all right. Let her live. What's she getting a dick put on or cut off?
Put on, yeah.
Put on a dick.
Having a dick put on.
Is that possible?
Hormones.
It
Chop
is
the
possible.
tits off.
She's
grow
going
a
all
beard.
in. She's going all in.
How do you?
Chastity Bono.
Chastity Bono is becoming a guy.
I get that, but where do they get the spare dick from?
From your toes.
From your toes. Little toes. They normally cut a chunk out of your thigh and fashion a dick and then take the clit.
But what the
And then-
fuck does it look like?
Yeah.
And then
Looks like a fucked up cock.
They take the clit though and put it in a place where it's like sensitive, so you can have some kind of sexual sensitivity.
I would just get like a robotic cock.
It's like ridiculous, and then you got to have a pump type thing to actually make
Yeah.
a rod.
Did you ever see that South Park episode about that, where they were
Is
talking
that where
about
you get your information?
but they did this great thing about they were talking about how these guys who become women then want to be referred to as she or her, and they just basically broke the whole fucking thing down as no, you're a deformed man.
Yeah,
it's like having webbed feet.
Yeah, now
you're just a disfigured, disgusting human being.
But web feet on purpose.
Yeah, you
pour some slime on you and sell you at toy stores.
Disfigured yourself.
you fucking hideous cartoon character.
I heard Ronnie talking about it once, and he's like, what's the difference between somebody going, I don't want my arm, and going to a doctor and saying, could you cut my arm off? I just don't want it. And what doctor with any ethics would do that? It's like, but your dick, you could be like, I don't want my dick. And they'll cut that fucker off. They don't care.
But that, being a dude and a girl is different than being a one-arm guy.
Yeah, but
I understand it.
shit.
I understand the mind of somebody being born to be a woman and they're a guy. I understand. Must be. I mean, if you're committed to actually letting the dude cut your dick off, you must be very committed to the game. I'm passionate about shit, but I've never. You ain't cutting my dick off to get
if you're
anything.
a guy though that wants to be a girl, what if you're a fucking radio guy that wants to be the fucking president of the United States? It just ain't gonna happen.
I'm not born
so
here. I want to be governor.
You could do that.
Do you want to hear what I stand for? 60. You don't really want to, do you?
I was like, okay, weed.
Good, here it goes.
I was trying to figure it out.
Weed, legalized marijuana. If you're 65, you're not allowed to vote anymore because you've fucking had a good run and it's time for the kids to enjoy themselves. Fuck you and your knick-knack fucking picky shit.
Yeah.
I believe that we should get all the troops out of Iraq and send them to Mexico and beat the shit out of the Mexican police and drug dealers and then open Mexico as like a humongous Disneyland where everybody can work there and we can all go for vacations and no one gets shot or anything.
It's called the North American Union. They're working on it right now.
Stem cell research, I'm for it.
See how it's working
Gay
perfectly.
dudes should be allowed to marry each other.
Fine by that.
And what else do I stand for? It's pretty much it. Oh, prostitution. It's legal.
Yeah.
Done. You know what I mean? Tax it. You're welcome.
Should be. Prostitution, weed.
Legalize
legal.
it, tax it, done.
Yeah, absolutely. Make some money.
Everybody's going to get it, man. You're not going to be able to stop me. When I had no brain and I could barely walk and I had no fucking money, I got weed all the time.
Yeah,
it's not that hard.
God, you were making business transactions in junior high.
Really? You were?
Like the people understood the supply and demand, and here's the guy with this much, and he sells this much to that guy, so now he's the little lower level guy.
It's good business.
Yeah, this little cartel in junior high.
Yeah, you get your big bag, you try to sell it, and then you decide to smoke it all yourself, and then you're worried about the dude that gave it to you is going to beat the shit out of you, and you learn the hard way that you got to fucking, you know what I mean? Don't get high on your own supply.
Come up with some cash.
Me and Bill are distracted. We're looking at the
there's
same
a
fucking thing.
There's a 400
Maury's
pound
doing
3-year-old.
His fat fucking baby
Oh,
show
Fat
today.
Baby Freak Show.
It's one of my favorite fucking shows he does. Because
I don't
he
get
gets
the-
a whole buffet out for the kids
Fat
to just
Baby Freak Show.
stuff their faces for the show.
Yeah, but the parents sit there crying. Just stop feeding them.
Yeah, why is she...
Starved them for about a month.
God, that's a humongous baby. Has he got diapers on right there?
Maury is a sick fuck because
He's the
because
devil.
the babies are really fat, so he makes
Wearing
sure
a
they
bed
have
sheet.
no shirts on,
Yeah.
so you can really enjoy their
and
fatness.
they're eating.
And he gets a buffet for the little.
They make them jump up and down.
Right, so
I would
so their
fucking-
baby tits are flopping.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to cook this child. I'll put him in the oven and just baste him like a turkey for
There's something
5
about them.
hours.
You want to just fucking slap them.
You really do.
Yeah, you want to slap the parents.
Yeah.
Come
I want
on.
to beat the parent with
No,
the
I just want to
child.
hear what that sounds
Just
like.
grab the kid by the legs and just beat the mother with the fucking...
That's completely
Yeah.
fair.
God, would that be
Dude, you
great.
throw out your back.
I know. Really, right? Fucking swing and a miss. Ow.
He's got to be a 200-pound 5-year-old for sure.
That's insane. He knows actually he's
Hey,
3
you ever
and
see
he's
those
120.
You ever see those strongman competitions when they pick up those big granite balls? That's what they should
Fat
pick up
kids.
in the little fat fucks.
Well, then you can actually earn a living.
That enabling fucking cunt of a
This
mother.
one's in a crib.
What is she crying about? Just stop feeding him, you dumb ass.
Yeah. He cries when I try to stop feeding him.
Well,
I have to give him...
Then
look
deal
at
with the
that
crying
fat
until he
head.
figures it out.
Look at that
God
little
damn.
E-Rock.
I don't know if
He looks like George Wendt.
baby George went.
It looks like
Mini George.
It's a sad state of affairs right there. Oh, yeah. Tow him up the stairs with no shirt on. Is there no God?
You know what? I can tolerate a lot.
Leave him alone.
I don't think I could raise a fat kid.
You know what? If he had
For
a bunch
real.
of tattoos, I reckon he'd look all right.
Yeah.
Like, chicks would probably do him. You know what I mean?
looks
Like,
like
hey,
a
what are you
midget.
looking at, bitch? You know what I mean? Like, if he-
Just pop some tattoos on him.
Yeah,
There's
if you-
something about him, man. I just want to throw him in a pool. I just want to see how big the splash is.
He's kind of cute.
Dude, 3 years old, 114 pounds.
He's 3? He's like 5 foot tall. This guy's a fucking beast. He's 3.
Dude.
He should have little
Is he fucking
sailor
finding it hard to
tattoos.
hold his head up right there? Did he almost fall over?
He's got a big fat head.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
he's a cutie.
That's something
I want to slap that belly. I don't know why.
That's
I just wanna hear
something you
that.
could control.
He's like the cutest fat person I've ever seen.
there he is.
Oh,
Now
come
that's
on.
They put him in front of food now and let him eat.
wrong.
Is he so fat that one of his eyes is looking the wrong way? Is he going cross-eyed from fat?
Maury is
Why
a
are
sick
people
fuck.
smiling?
Because they think
He's
he's adorable.
fucking diseased.
He
They're
really
clapping
is.
and smiling.
He's so fat, his forehead is collapsing down onto his eyes.
Look. He's spinning around like a little monkey. I want to kick him
Maury's
in his
making
stomach.
him spin, so
Yeah.
everything starts jiggling. Maury knows what he's doing.
Oh, just
good.
leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Oh, he's gonna fall. Come on, I want to see him fall.
This is terrible.
Oh, this one has.
Oh,
they
this
gotta
is bigger?
Wheel him around.
They got to wheel him around in a wheelchair. 'Cause
He looks
he's so
like
fat?
Chubsy Ubsy from our gang.
It's disgusting. She should be put in
Chubsy
jail.
Ubsy. She should be. That's child abuse.
It is.
What the fuck is the difference between hitting a kid and letting a kid get that fat?
I'd
Look
rather
at
suck a
that
dick
fat
than look
little
like
fuck.
that.
His calves are as big as mine.
Why are they applauding?
Why are you at a Maury show?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
We have him in here, and we call him out on all
We
this.
call him out. We're like, Maury, you love
you're
the
a
freak
sick
angle.
Have you ever had him on?
You're,
A few times. Yeah.
You have.
Yes.
He's a great guest.
Is he
Look
evil?
at this chick with the boobs.
Does he sell cocaine?
Did you see that?
Yeah,
He
she's
would
like 2
on a
and she already
show.
has a sports bra.
They have to put a bra on her because she's fucking
It's
2
not even-
years old.
it's
but
fat-
she's got big fat tits.
Yeah, she has big
She's
fat baby
4
tits.
years old, and they got to put a top on her because
Wait a
she's
minute.
got big fat tits.
Why can't we see him? Is it weird that I want to see fat baby tits?
Oh my God, that's hysterical! They had to cover up her big
She has to
fat
wear a
baby
bra.
tits.
I feel like that's insulting. It's like making a fat dude wear a bra. It's like,
Yeah.
what? Fuck. That's
How
my...
come the little boy kid could walk out and he needed
She's
a bra?
110 pounds.
And she
Because
wears a
man
bra.
tits are funny.
She has tits at 5.
Fat tits are perverted.
Fuck, that's
Wow.
Look at her cleavage. She's 4 years old, 104
Dude,
pounds.
if you know something, if they made these 2 kids wrestle, that would be the greatest show ever.
We're gonna have kid wrestling next.
She looks like
Fat child wrestling.
hosts a radio show in Tampa.
Who is? Look at her weird, and her tits go off to the side.
Hawks, why are you looking at her tits?
I can't help it.
Stop
Look at
looking
her
at a
fucking
5-year-old's
giant.
tits.
She has a fucking
She's
rack.
700 pounds?
No.
She's 4 and has giant tits for a kid.
How can you just let her do that? That's
Look
like
at her
somebody's
tits.
a junkie and they come on and shoot heroin in the eyeball
yeah.
in the green room.
Maury,
Coming
I
up
need
next,
help.
this junkie.
Maury, I need help. I have a drug problem. Here's some heroin.
Yeah, here's some heroin and
exactly.
then we'll fix you.
Here's some meth.
Oh man,
She
stop
has
it.
that's
the
like
hallways.
C cups. She has C cups at 4 years old.
What the fuck?
It rolls.
Why do you
out of
have
his
this shit on your screens? You've got her and the other cancer of society on the next screen.
Kyra, yeah.
Yeah.
God, I hope somebody, just some random tough macho lesbian knocks her the fuck out and I can watch that on YouTube for the rest of my life.
That is some kind. I don't know what that child is.
Well,
Put a
I
tent
can't
on it.
figure it out.
We
It
got
looks like it's got rubber bands at every joint on its body. It's got those fat indents. It's like you put scrunchies all over.
Man.
we got to wrap up if we're going to play those Nixon
Yeah.
tapes.
Nixon tapes?
Yeah, we got more Nixon tapes from the old days that we're going to replay. today.
Tricky dick. Why are they laughing?
I love
Look at
fat
'em.
babies.
Go punch him in the stomach, Maury.
Yeah.
Squeeze her tits, Maury.
I would pay to watch that fat chick fight that fat baby.
That would be hysterical.
So an average 4-year-old weighs 35 to 40 pounds. She weighs 104.
Yeah.
So that's why they're saying that they weigh
They can't
700
walk down
pounds, I
these
think.
stairs.
The fat is coming
Why
out of
is
her
the mother
kneecaps.
smiling and waving?
Oh my
Stop
god!
feeding
Oh my
that
god! He can't
kid's
get up
all
on stairs.
fours. He can't get up. The other kid fell down and can't get up. He's like a turtle on its back.
This is great.
Look at him.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny
I
about-
like dig that
I want to
ass.
get in that head.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! He's an animal.
That kid, something's really
wants to
fucked
eat
up with
Maury.
that kid.
Just stick some fur on his back and put him in a cage. He's a beast.
Why don't
Dude,
you
they,
give
they
her
should
a
they
hug?
should they should seriously put the 2 of them in a movie because they look like adults. Just do like the next Look Who's Talking.
Yeah,
That kid is looking at Maury like the old cartoons, and all he sees is food now.
food. Yeah, that's why he's looking at that fat girl like a big turkey.
All right.
What about a reality show like I Eat Celebrities, or something like that, and you can pull all these other arsehole irrelevant cocksuckers on a show where they eat them.
Look at the
We're on a
size
time
of
thing.
that
We got 2
kid's
minutes
gut.
left. So, Jason Ellis, always a pleasure when you come to New York.
Thanks for having me. It's
Jason
just
stops by with his
short
stories.
notice. You're a very funny dude.
Oh, thank
Bill
you, man.
Burr,
How's
yes.
it work
You
out
too.
for you?
It's going all right.
Do you get laid from your
There's-
jokes?
There's no ecstasy up my ass.
Yeah,
but,
you know, it was
Burrs,
overrated, to be honest. But do you tell jokes and get blowjobs? Like from
really,
the joke?
No, it doesn't really happen.
It's not like cleavage in the mouth?
It's not like skateboarding or fucking musicians.
Come on,
or
man.
anything.
Chicks love funny guys. You haven't told a joke and then got a blowjob from it? Are you married?
There's a lot of like divorced waitresses.
Are you married?
And, no.
You're single?
Yeah.
So then
no,
tell me
I,
about
no,
it.
I have a girlfriend, but
Oh.
I'm not married. No.
Did she blow you because you're funny? I mean, you
No.
don't look like Brad Pitt. Is she hot?
Dude, you killed for like 45 minutes. You're really trying to squeeze the last fucking 2 drops out of the
I'm
shit as you're
desperate. I gotta
walking
get
out
back
the
on a
door?
fucking plane. Come on, give me something. What do you got? No, go, no, lesbian, no, fat.
All right, we have
She's
to
a
wrap
great
up.
girl, man.
Jason Ellis
She's
is
probably
on,
listening.
is
I
on
can't tell these
Faction
stories.
every afternoon. And we
And
do
the
his-
virus.
And the virus on weekends. You can hear the best of Jason Ellis. DJ
Not
Scribble.
necessarily the best.
Yes, sir.
Not necessarily the best. You're right. You want to play us out?
PSA?
Yeah, let's do this. DJ Scribble doing a great job. Go to djscribble.com to see what he's got going on.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, H to the O-V. I used to move snowflakes by the OZ. I guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROC. Ho, fresh out the frying pan into the fire. I be the music biz #1 supplier. Fly it in a piece of paper bearing my name. Got the hottest chick in the game wearing my chain. That's right, ho, not DOC, but similar to them letters. No one could do it better. I check cheddar like a food inspector. My homie Strick told me, dude, finish your breakfast. So that's what I'ma do. Take you back to the dude with the Lexus. Fast forward the jewels and the necklace. Let me tell you, dudes, what I do to protect this. Shoot at you actors like movie directors.